Golden Boy Fight Night is on the air. 2023 draws a close, and we make our final appearance at Fantasy Springs Resort Casino in Indio, California. So pull up a chair and enjoy Thursday night boxing on Dazn. Our main event should be a good one. 10-round battle between undefeated Tito Sanchez from nearby Cathedral City against Walter Santibanes, coming off a big upset win over Gucci Manny-Flores last June. In the co-main from Kansas City, Kansas, undefeated Eric Priest takes on the veteran Paul Mendez. Also tonight, Jorge Chavez from San Diego and Tijuana, newly signed a Golden Boy, takes on Jerson Ortiz from Managua, Nicaragua in the featherweight division. Before that, Ventura, California's Ricky Ruvalcaba takes on Irvin Macias from Monterrey, Mexico in an 8-round battle. And to get things started, our first fight of the night, Justin Figueroa from Atlantic City, New Jersey, takes on Louisiana's Jerome Clayton in a 4-round super welterweight fight. Inside the event center that's filling up nicely, the Zone, Golden Boy Promotions, the ring is ready. We're ready to go with you. Alongside Gabe Rosado, I'm Bethel Duran. Thank you for joining us tonight. Golden Boy Fight Night. Gabe, before we get started about the fighters, this is an idea that Oscar De La Hoya and the company said, hey, we want to have fights during the middle of the week to give our young fighters an opportunity to shine. And we've seen that this year. Guys that are put on a show.
Yeah, this is a great opportunity for young fighters. The card is stacked today. I'm looking forward to seeing Eric Priest. He's done a couple training camps with me, so I know what he brings to the table. And the main event is a great fight.
Yeah, Priest is the co-feature. You'll see him later on tonight. The main event, Tito Sanchez. Gabe, you and I take a lot of pride in finding and doing our research about these fighters. Yeah. Tito, I couldn't find anything. I know him, but there's no real footage out there. He's undefeated, but he trains with Joe Diaz here in the Coachella Valley, and you know that he trains with champions. Yet when you talk to him, Gabe, this dude has an old school mentality that you love.
Yeah, I like that. You know, he doesn't really have social media. He doesn't pay attention to the fame or the hype. He's like an old school fighter. He just works. And the thing is, Joe Diaz speaks really highly about him. And you have Miguel Cotto, a Hall of Fame fighter, who signed him. So that says a lot about Sanchez.
Yeah, Sanchez walking in with his grandfather who started unboxing over his shoulder. Miguel Cotto Promotions, Golden Boy Promotions working together tonight. And about him, though, Tito is a fighter that when you hear about him, we've been saying, this guy goes and he works hard in the gym. He does work against world champions. But he also is a fighter that wants to come out and put on a show. This is what the show's all about tonight, right?
Yeah, absolutely. You know, he doesn't pay attention to the hype, the fame, and all that, but he says that he lets his hand speak for itself. And he's a fighter. He's a pressure fighter, as you see right there. He likes to attack the body, and that's what Joe Diaz says he wants to do.
He likes to attack. He goes after it. He's been fighting in the club scene in Southern California. Signs with Cotto. He's been around different parts of Latin America. This young man, he just wants to come out here and put on a show. And he said the worst thing about this week has been doing the interviews with us because he hates talking. Now his opponent, Walter Santibanes, well, he got a second opportunity in the sport of boxing. He wouldn't wait for a couple years running with the law, and he said he came out and he said, I cannot mess up. And he did that in June when he took care of Manny Flores, who trains with Tito Sanchez. So Santibañes has that attitude of, I don't care what your record is, I don't respect you because I'm going to come out here and I'm going to get a victory for my family.
Absolutely. You know, he's a charismatic guy, hype, full of energy, and he's coming in to pull another upset.
Yeah, he's walking in with his kids, and little Panchito, the 7-year-old, he said, I cannot mess up because my family needs me. The sport of boxing is the kind of sport that's going to forgive you if you put on a performance, and this dude is fun to watch. He comes and just battles with you, and he's going to throw punches upon punches. So tonight, Tito Sanchez has to be really careful with somebody like this who's alive.
Absolutely. Sanchez has to be careful because this guy has nothing to lose. Santibañes, he's coming and he's bringing everything, and he's leaving it on the table. We saw that in his last fight, in his big upset.
Yeah, that was the fight earlier this year here in the same venue where we're at. Manny Flores was undefeated. Manny Flores, the guy on the billboards, the posters, and Santibañes just came in and took it to him. Tito was here in attendance that night. He saw it happen. Santibañes said, you call me, I'm going to go and do the same thing again. So Santibañes is a live dog here tonight. Tito Sanchez has to be aware of what's going on. Mentioned he's been in the club scene, but he's been fighting in Latin America. The first time he's the main event here tonight. So it's been a weird journey for Tito. For more on that, let's go to the third member of our crew, Brandy Flores.
Coachella Valley native Tito Sanchez has been fighting all over the world recently, except his hometown, and he told me that he sold 300 tickets to friends and family as he makes his main event debut here at Fantasy Springs in Indio, and he tells me he's so excited to put on for the Valley. Now, you mentioned that old school mentality that he has, which is something that is so unique about him. He doesn't pay attention to social media. He doesn't have any of it. He instead is more concerned about showcasing all his skills in the ring tonight, and he bets on himself. So far, that's worked for him, and he's got a tough opponent tonight in Walter Santibanes. Sanchez remains unfazed, and he says he's going to let his hands do the talking for him.
From Brandy all night long, ring reports, interviews. That's later on tonight in the main event. We're ready to go. Golden Boy Fight Night from Indio, California, in the Coachella Valley. Our first battle tonight is going to be Justin Figueroa from Atlantic City, New Jersey, fighting in California for the first time. He takes on Jerome Clayton. Clayton is 31, Figueroa 24. Both of them former high school football stars. So this should be a good one tonight. All right, so fights coming your way. Our ring announcer for tonight to close out 2023 is the one and only Joe Martinez.
Well, fight fans, we are set to go live on Dazn from Fantasy Springs Resort Casino here in Indio, California. It's Golden Boy Fight Night and an exciting night of professional boxing, all brought to you by Oscar de la Hoya's Golden Boy Promotions and sponsored by BetOnline, your online sportsbook experts. And now, fight fans, we're set to go 4 rounds this in the super welterweight division. And first to make his way to the ring, he's from New Orleans. Here is Jerome Clayton. City, New Jersey, undefeated Justin Figueroa.
Charismatic is the way to describe him. Justin Figueroa, Puerto Rican roots from Atlantic City. And he upset my partner Gabe Rosado yesterday, who's a Puerto Rican from the East Coast, an Eagles fan, and this dude said
He's a Cowboys fan, man. It's ridiculous.
And that stopped the interview. We're like, all right, God, we got enough out of you. Get out of here. 6-0, 5 KOs. First time in California. See what this young man has.
And now, fight fans, we are set to go once again. This bout is scheduled for 4 rounds in the super welterweight division. The 3 judges scoring at ringside are Pat Russell, Fernando Villarreal, and Zach Young. And when the bell rings, your referee in charge of the action, Ray Corona. Introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing white and silver. He weighed officially 154 pounds. His record stands at 3 victories, 2 defeats, 1 draw with 3 wins coming by way of knockout from New Orleans, Louisiana. Here is sensational Rome Clayton! And across the ring stands his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, wearing white trunks trimmed in red and black. He weighed in 153 1/2 pounds, and in 6 professional bouts stands perfect with 6 victories, including 5 wins coming by way of knockout. Here is the undefeated super welterweight from Atlantic City, New Jersey, Justin "Time" Figueroa!
This is a little high, so right here it's good. Nothing below here, all right? Touch gloves you want, God bless.
All right, Ray Corona, the third man in the ring. Should be a good one tonight. The last Golden Boy fight night of 2023. And Justin Figueroa. Just in time is his nickname. And Gabe, he was looking right at his watch right there. See how long this fight lasts. He's got that kind of confidence. Jerome Clayton from New Orleans, Louisiana. Got that serious look on him. Let's see what kind of scrap we get here. Thank you for joining us. Make sure you follow the Golden Boy social media account for behind-the-scenes coverage.
You know, in the fighter meeting, Jerome said that this was his first true training camp, where he had time to lock in for 8 weeks and have a full camp.
Yeah, he started boxing in his mid-20s after he left the Army. And just working out, then he started sparring some people and said, hey, I'm going to take this serious. So, as a pro, and then this was the first time he actually had a camp, as you said, Gabe. Like, you're a part-time fighter, that means you're not really a fighter, right?
Yeah, it doesn't work out that way. And that's what, you know, I told him, I said, you have some losses. Did it give you the opponent mentality, or did you feel that you have to come back and work on your craft? And he said, look, this is my first camp where I'm just locked in. So let's see what he brings.
He was taking fights on a couple days' notice. So I can't do that. Like, that attitude's got to switch. Now, Justin Figueroa from Atlantic City looks the part, has the muscles. He's charismatic. He'll acknowledge the crowd. He's got the ace trunks. All right.
No, Figueroa right now just needs to kind of settle down. He's a little excited, diving in, having no balance behind those shots.
Clayton switching for southpaw to right-handed. Figueroa a different look.
You know, both of these guys started late, so they're learning.
Yep.
You know, and they're filling each other out. But Clayton, you know, he has a pretty good stance.
And finally has a trainer.
Good shot by Figueroa.
Woo, that just missed. Flush. It did glance. That body shot lands by Figueroa. Clayton switches to southpaw.
That bothered him. He switched to southpaw
real quickly.
See right here, Figueroa needs to establish a jab. He's diving in because he wants to land a big shot. But you can't land that big shot if you're not throwing it behind the jab. Set it up with the jab.
Five fights for you tonight. And you hear the corner yelling at him, use your jab.
Work out of there, guys. Come on, your hands free. Pull your arms out. Stop!
It's a good scrap.
Double jab.
Everybody's yelling double jab from both corners. Nobody's listening in the ring, though.
You're going to stop at the bell, gentlemen.
Final seconds of the opening round. Scheduled for 4.
Turn!
You can't take pictures. You gotta work your hands. Paint him up and down. Keep his eyes looking. Use your feints. Then float, then come at him with the jab. Then
Yeah, right here you see Figueroa just kind of diving in, but nothing's landing. He has to start it off with a jab.
Figueroa working out of the Atlantic City PAL. So, scout report on him, according to him, is speed, power.
Stop. No. Get up.
See what he does here in the second round. It's only scheduled for 4.
Good body shot by Clayton.
Clayton started at 25. So the first day sparring, he went up against Sean Hemphill, who's 16-1, who's a good friend of his. He got, in his own words, I got beat up. That was the feeling he never wanted to have again, so he wanted to really learn. And here he is as a pro, and he gets dropped.
Oh, he got hit with a good shot. It's overhand right.
Yeah.
5.
His feet were tangled up, but he did go down from the punch from Figueroa.
Hands up, you want to continue? Yes. All right.
Let's see what Figueroa does. It's Clayton just winging punches now, surviving.
Figueroa should throw that jab to the body and come over the top with the right hand, set it up again.
That's Figueroa's teeing off. Let's hear more about him from Brandy Flores.
Work. Your hands up free.
A little late. He thought he was going to be a football player, and then that didn't work out for him. He thought he was disciplined, thought he loved it. Then he ended up gaining some weight, so he started boxing to lose weight. And then he developed such great discipline. He said he's never fallen in love with anything like he's in love with boxing right now, guys.
Yeah, also worked as a lifeguard in Atlantic City. Boxed as a kid for a little bit, but it was football that took precedence. Here he is leaping into that shot, lands.
Good body shot.
Good body shot from Figueroa. Drops Clayton for the second time in the round.
7. 8.
Picks up right at 8. Less than a minute to go in the round for Figueroa.
And you can just see the strength in Figueroa.
Yeah.
He's physically a lot stronger than Clayton. And he's going right back down to the body.
Clayton in survival mode, just winging punches. Hoping he runs into one.
No, stop.
Figueroa went right back downstairs with that straight right. It's the shot that locked down Clayton in the last shot.
Clayton's game. Can just in time do. Right hand from Clayton, okay. Final seconds of the second round. Clayton's gonna survive as we head to the third.
21, can you do something for me? Can you hit a little wrist flex for me? 21, can you do something for me? Just the bars to my best for me. 21, can you do something for me? Can you talk to the opposites for me? 21, do your things for me. Do your thing. Do your things for me. It costs a lot, never seen a that. That's how you shot.
That's Cutman Solo Choa working the corner for Clayton, who showed up. No corner, Gabe. See the first knockdown.
Good overhand right. And, you know, Figueroa, he's diving in, but that shot worked out. Right here, he fakes him, comes down to the body. It's a good setup shot.
Now that body shot that dropped for the second time here in the third. Fifth fight of 2023 for Figueroa. He's been very active. 6-0, 5 stoppages. Goes back to the body.
Work out of there, pull your arms out.
He's like leaping into his shots.
Yeah, he leaps into his shots, and the thing is that he's not switching speeds. Everything's coming really hard and aggressive, and Clayton could time that. And eventually, as the competition gets harder, you know what I mean, gets better for Figueroa, you know, guys that see that and will time it coming in, so he needs to work on his timing.
His last bout, he went the distance. He said the competition is getting better. More resistance now, and he needs to improve.
Come on, your hands are free, guys. Work.
See right here in between, throw the jab. He's throwing
Big
it.
right hand drops Clayton for the third time.
4, 5, 6.
He's woozy,
7.
trying to shake it off. Man, Clayton is tough.
Yeah.
That's that Army background he said, where I'm just tough as can be. Might be too tough for his own good. Ray Floyd just said last time. Ray Corona told him. That's pushed down.
You can see how strong Figueroa is. Just
he really is.
Manhandle him, just taking him down to the ground right there. using some football tactics.
Yeah, he was a running back. Bowling you over.
Yeah, Figueroa is a good puncher, and he's physically strong.
Well, there's something to work through. Playing, covering up. Man, clean is just tough. Body work. That's it, and that'll do it. Over. Justin Figueroa. It's a third round stoppage. I said he's charismatic.
What was more impressive, the knockout or the worm dance right now?
Hey, the worm was nice. The worm was nice.
Man.
And then the pop-up at the end for Justin Figueroa. He's 7-0, 6 KOs.
I think the knockout was good enough. I don't know if we needed the dance, but to each his own.
Hey, but when you're on Golden Boy Fight Night, you're making your debut in California, you're trying to get people to recognize you. The 4 knockdowns are going to be good, but the worm, that's going to go viral. Jessica Rosales, get that posted on the Golden Boy Instagram. Just in time, huh?
Thank you.
That's funny.
Shout out to everybody in California for having me. Shout out to Atlantic City. Still putting on.
Yeah, Justin, he's charismatic and fun. I like him.
Yeah, man. And, you know, he's energetic. He did his thing. Super strong. He just has to work on certain fundamentals.
Yeah.
Establish that jab, switch speeds.
There's something to work there.
Yeah, there's something to work there.
So a third round stoppage. 157 of the third round. Let's look at the highlights of the knockdowns from this round where Justin Figueroa took care of Jerome Clayton. Just in time, I gotta say it, right? Just in time.
Right here, man, the jab, right hook to the body, that's a great shot. And you know, Figueroa was switching it up because he dropped him to the head and dropped him to the body. Right there, he shows his strength, strong kid.
He was 215 as a football running back.
Best manager in the game. Shout out to Adrian Clark. Fighters first. Putting your boy on. Just in time from Langston, New Jersey.
Joe Martinez. Make it official.
California.
Ladies and gentlemen, the end comes officially 1 minute 57 seconds. Round number 3. Referee Ray Corona puts a halt to the bout. Your winner by way of knockout and still undefeated, just in time, Figueroa!
A young man that taught himself about the business of boxing by reading a book. He sells tickets in AC now. Goes to California, hugs between the two. Let's look at the highlights from this fight. It was all Justin Figueroa all night. Right away in the first round, he was trying to get some attention.
Yeah, and he lands a good right hand. You know, the kid is strong. It's just like I said, basic things, fundamentals. Good shot to the body right there. Jab, jab.
And the worm. Haven't seen the worm in years. He's still talking. He was fun at the fighter meetings.
Well, you know,
I only asked him one question,
he's
right?
from the East Coast, man. Atlantic City, Puerto Rican kid. You know, he's definitely gonna have a mouth game on. You know, he's gonna talk. He's gonna talk his shit.
So Puerto Rican kids from the East Coast have a mouth, huh?
Yeah, man. You know, Atlantic City. I'm from Philly.
Yeah.
It's not far apart.
Yeah. He let you know. Fly, Eagle, fly. You gonna tell him that, Gabe. Coming up next, Ricky Ruvalcaba, Irvin Macias, still Tito Sanchez, Walter Santibanes in the main event.
Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome. This is the moment we've all been waiting for. The fight starts now!
You love the speed, you love the power. Landed by Pacquiao. Look at that. What an incredible battle.
Floyd knows every trick of the trade.
Great veteran skills by Bernard Hopkins.
She's impressing me here.
They respect each other's power, speed, and timing.
Terrific work from Amir Khan.
One big night, you can turn your life around. Alvarez, certainly the future of boxing. What a fight! How do you like it? How do you like it? The fight is over! Still, pound for pound, the best in the world.
Well, there is a stunning outcome.
An upset, a huge upset.
Goes for goal from distance. Oh, what a strike that is.
It's going to be a game changer for the women's game.
The biggest stage in women's club football.
Begins here and begins now.
Looks like they mean business here. Beautiful move,
A party piece.
the stars shining for Al Nassr. Fabulous finish, and Karim Benzema is up and running in the Saudi Pro League.
Struck beautifully by Mitrovic.
Probably the biggest puncher in the division.
That's the reason he signed with Matchroom and with Dazn.
I think this is generally as elite as elite can get.
The big unification to come against Jesse Rodriguez.
He's going to have to be switched on every single second of every single round.
Pat Rodriguez, where are you?
Rodriguez putting on the performance of a lifetime.
Oh, lovely long left hook.
All in, sink or swim.
This one of the best fights of the year, pound for pound.
This winter, your December is on Dazn. December 9th saw an unreal battle in the Bay Area. But the fights never stop on Dazn. Unleash an unrivaled December with unstoppable global superstars, undefeated championship showdowns, and unbelievable heavyweight lineups. The unrivaled schedule, only on Dazn. Don't miss it.
January 6th, Las Vegas, the return of Virgil Ortiz. After 2 years out of the ring, Virgil takes on Frederick Lawson, a tough dude. In a new weight class for Virgil, let's take a look. Fantasy Springs pool, nobody's in there right now because everybody's getting ready for our next fight. Let's look at the tail of the tape for Ricky Ruvalcaba and Irvin Macias. They're both the same height. They're looking in the mirror.
No, they're tall guys for the division.
Yep. Joe Martinez, I think he's a little taller than them.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, once again, we are set to go on the next fight tonight. 8 rounds this scheduled in the welterweight division. The 3 judges scoring at ringside are Pat Russell, Fernando Villarreal, and Zach Young. And when the bell rings, your referee in charge is Eddie Hernandez. Introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing white trunks trimmed in green and gold. He weighed in officially 142 pounds even. In 18 professional bouts, his record stands at 15 victories with 3 defeats, 10 wins coming by way of knockout. Desde Monterrey, Mexico, here is Irving Poderoso Macias. In the cross ring stands his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, wearing black and silver. He weighed in 141 1/2 pounds. In 11 fights, he is unbeaten with 10 victories, including 9 knockouts. No defeats, with 1 draw. From Ventura, California, here is Ricky Ruvalcaba.
Gentlemen, I've been over the rules with you both. The professionals, I expect you to conduct yourself as such. Let's go through that.
Stop. Eddie Hernandez, the third man in the ring. We get ready to go. Ricky Ruvalcaba, Ventura, California. 10-0 with 1 draw, 9 stoppages. Trains out of the wild card. That's where he does a lot of sparring. Irving Macias from Monterrey, Mexico. 18 pro fights. Seen him a couple times. He's a tough dude. This should be a very interesting battle tonight.
Frío, frío, agarra frío. Eso es, nada más no deje que trabaje, disfrútalo y muévase. Eso es, tienes que entrar con decisión, eso es.
Ruvalcaba with an 805 on his trunks, the area code of Ventura County.
Así lo conecta, así
lo conecta. He's in the black.
It's a good jab to the body by Ricky. You know, Ricky at the fighters meeting, man, he has a demeanor of a champion. You know, he just has that look, that it factor.
Yeah, started boxing.
Good right hand right there by Ricky.
His manager found him at Wildcard. He was sparring a lot of the guys that Freddie has in there, one of them being a Golden Boy fighter that's been on Fight Night, and Raul Curiel. And they said they liked what he saw. Frank Espinosa's manager has been working with him lately. So Ruvalcaba turned pro in Mexico when he was 17 years old.
You know, one thing I see is Ricky setting up that big right hand up top because he keeps jabbing to the midsection. I think it's a matter of time where he's going to set him up with that big right hand to the chin. Nice.
Body with the hook upstairs. Macias is tough. He's 21 years old. Got stopped by Mark Castro, the Matchroom prospect a few years ago, on the Canelo card in Cowboy Stadium. And he's just getting tagged right now.
It's a good leg hook to the body by Ricky. The fighters meeting, I told Ricky, what's your favorite shot? He said the left hook to the body.
Yeah. Less than a minute to go in the opening round. This was scheduled for 8 rounds.
Finta, que no sepas por dónde vas a entrar. Para que no agarre confianza, que haga lo que se mueva, que haga lo que quiera.
Nice jab to the midsection by Ricky.
No anuncies, tranquilo, güey, tranquilo.
A nice left hook, dives in with it. You know, it's the jab to the midsection is what is allowing Ricky to land those big shots.
Good round for the youngster Ricky Ruvalcaba. Ricardo, the given name, everybody calls him Ricky though. Final seconds of the opening round. And Irving Macias is battling back.
¿Viste? El 2-1, o sea, no dejes que trabaje. Ocupa estar encima de él, Irving. Más rápido, en las cuerdas, los 30, ya comienza a agarrar confianza. No dejes.
6-footers going at it here. Golden Boy Fight Night in Indio, California. Beto Duran alongside Gabe Rosado.
Póngale bruma, abruma. Ocupas abrumar. Lo trabajaste en el gym, abruma. Agarre coraje y abrúmelo. Ya tapado.
Nice jab by Macias. And that's what he has to do. He kind of has to stay active with that jab and break Ricky his rhythm.
So Ruvalcaba, that's just sparring Uriel. He's gotten good work. Likes to mix it up is what I've been told. And we're seeing that here.
Let him go.
He's gotten working with Mercito Hesta, Elvis Rodriguez, Ryan Garcia. You know, when people tell you, oh, he's done work with these guys, you know, sparring. At the end of the day, it's still sparring. But you can see that's translated. I like his style early on.
Yeah, you know, iron sharpens iron, and he spars champions. He spars quality guys, and that's just gonna better your game.
Look at. Don't hit him in the back. Okay. All right, let's go. Box.
And Macias wings punch with long arms.
Ricky has to set that jab back up. That jab to the midsection, switch it up, jab up top, jab to the body, and then get back to the combinations. Right there.
Work out of it. Let him go. There you go. Good job.
Latigazo, mi pues, sale latigazo. Se lo pone latigazo, se va a ir por latigazo. Se va a ir por latigazo, lucha, inténtala.
Approaching a minute to go in the second round.
Latigazo, latigazo, está pegado con él.
It's Ricardo Ruvalcaba. He's got that tight guard too, like the big stiff jab.
Yeah.
Work out of it, guys. Work out of it. Hands are free. There you go.
I would like to see Ricky double up the jab. I think if he doubles up the jab, it'll create an opportunity for him to land something big to the body or up top. That's a nice
Ruvalcaba.
Nice short shot. Nice jab to the body, man.
He heard you, Gabe.
I think it's a matter of time where we're just going to see him set something up top off that jab.
Stalking his opponent.
Let him go.
And if Macias, you know, obviously Macias not liking that jab to the body, but what he's going to have to do is he's going to try to have to time Ricky as he dives in with the jab and see if he can counter him up top with an overhand right.
Pensó mucho tiempo en tirarte golpes. No le hagas que agarre confianza. Ya sintió los bombazos. Tampoco meter presión. Escúchame. No me hagas gritando. Yo aquí sirve. Presiona con finta si quieres. Ocupas meterte a presionar. Latigazos con derecha swing. Sácalos. Hazme caso.
Good short combinations to the body. Both guys digging in.
Ricky Ruvalcaba looking good, coming out aggressive, and Erwin Macias is willing to trade with him. I don't know if that's a good idea from Macias in white.
Watch the holding, okay? Let's go, box.
Brandy Flores, our ringside reporter. What are you hearing, Brandy?
Let him go. Hands are free.
Yeah, I was in Ruvalcaba's corner, and the trainer was telling him, you got to keep moving back and forth. He was getting caught way too much in that second round. He comes out much more aggressive in this one.
Let him go.
So they're thinking he's getting hit too much.
And I like to see him a little more busy. A little more busy with that jab. And he's establishing a great jab to the midsection, Ricky is. What I would like to see him do now is feint that jab to the body and come up top.
go. Stop. Step back. Sit back. Box.
CompuBox doing work, and so is Ricky Ruvalcaba, landing 34% of the punches in two.
Let him go. Let him go. Come on.
He's active.
See right there when Macias throws those shots and Ricky catches them good off the defense, fire back, catch and shoot. Catch those shots, shoot back immediately.
This is a better competition for Ricky Ruvalcaba. Macias, a better looking record than his previous opponents. And is a tough guy.
Don't hold. Let him go.
Ruvalcaba's on a 5-fight KO streak. And 3 of the last 4 bouts have ended in round 1. So it was soft touches. Now it's stepping up. Be a good battle.
Nice body shot. Nice.
Watch the heads, guys. Watch the
nice
heads.
right uppercut by Ricky to the body. And he digs again, doubles it up. Nice left hook by Ricky.
Another one.
And you know, Ricky's throwing some nice shots. Short left hooks to the body, short right uppercut as he did right there. I like to see him put it together now. 3-punch combination. Overwhelm Macias with volume.
And that's what his corner's talking about. He'll get hit with that hook. Ruvalcaba. The body shot from Ruvalcaba. Final seconds of the 3rd round.
Well, he's getting hit back because he's only throwing 1 shot at a time.
Estás trabajando bien, pero te noto un poco tenso, te estás haciendo mucho a la corta, güey. Y te dejas que te abrace, trabaja en la corta. Y evítala desde la media distancia. Desde ahí empieza a combinar, pum. Si te abraza, no porque quedas con él, güey. Haz un lateral, mete el hombro, lo que hemos practicado, y ábrelo por dentro. Y puedes hacer la combinación que quieras. ¿Sí me entiendes? Échale, ponte abusado con la cabeza.
Macias was throwing a good combination. Ricky came back with a good counter shot. Left hook up top.
Marco Ramirez, the trainer for Irving Macias. Saludos a toda la gente que nos está mirando en Monterrey, México. Los dos Rayados o los Tigres. Macias is a Tigres fan.
Humberto, what you hear right there in Ricky's corner was they want him to throw those short uppercuts. Yep. He says stay right there close, but throw the short uppercuts in between.
Carlos Espinosa, the trainer for Ruvalcaba, is very adamant that he's got something special in his hand just during the fighter meetings. Told us I don't speak much, because as the meetings were done, I've trained a lot of pros that have gone on to world championships, and I think Ruvalcaba has the goods. Hooks. Both of them training hooks.
Let him go.
Macias, nice mounts building underneath the right eye.
It's a good jab. I like that he's doubling the jab. Set it up, feint him to the body, set him up with something up top.
Well, you wanted that in the 2nd round. I want to see the double jabs.
And it's working for him right now, because he's stopping Macias in his track. Macias now is, he's not throwing shots. Nice jab.
This is a good matchup right here. Good matchmaking by Golden Boy.
Ricky has some good tools. It's just a matter of him putting it together. He has a good jab, good left hook to the body, good right hook to the body right there. It's just a matter of him putting it together at once.
First time Ruvalcaba's on a Golden Boy show. He's also been on a couple of top-ranked shows. He's
let him go.
Looking around, trying to get exposure. He's getting that tonight. And Golden Boy Fight Night about developing young fighters. Oscar De La Hoya's plan of giving kids an opportunity to shine during the week. We know there's a Raiders-Chargers game going on, but nobody's watching that. You get more action here tonight. Macias countered nicely.
That was a good counter by Macias because Ricky was loading up. You know, you want the shot to come to you. You don't want to, there's no reason for Ricky to be diving in with that hook.
Macias coming off a 6-round KO in September. His 4th bout of the year. He stays active.
I like what Ricky, I like what Ricky did right there, where he just doubled the jab, tripled the jab, put himself in position to be in control.
Let him go. Work out of it, guys. Work out of it.
Macias is tough. He's taking some good shots.
I told you.
You guys work out of it.
He also knows that you're going to give me exposure on Dazn and Golden Boy. I got to come and compete.
And at the same time, Macias is having his moments.
Yes. Tigres at Norte jamming. Coming up next, Jorge Chavez against Nicaragua's Jerson Ortiz. And there you see Chavez getting loose. He recently signed to Golden Boy Promotions. All 8 of his professional fights have been on Golden Boy, but this is the first time he's actually signed to the promotion. So he had to work his way up and earn it. Earn that contract. 8-0, 6 scales. He's coming up next.
Otro más, hasta que suene la campana, puro oxígeno.
4 more rounds. Headed to the 5th. They made Ruvalcaba stand in stool as long as possible too. You hear that, Gabe? Going to tell him till the bell sounds, then you get up. It was a tough fight. Boy, that also in the white. Ricky Ruvalcaba in the black.
Ricky going right back to that jab.
Very nice work. Both these fighters stepping up in competition.
You know, I feel that shoulder roll that Ricky's doing, you know, it's a little dangerous only because he's standing tall when he does it. And I think every time he does it, Macias wants to get aggressive.
Look at the CompuBox stats. It's still Ruvalcaba landing the bigger percentage through 4 rounds. Seeing some wear on the face of Macias. Bloody nose now. Doubling up the jab and body work from Ruvalcaba.
He felt that short right uppercut to the gut. Oh, so Ricky's cut.
Accidental headbutt, Eddie lets us know.
Nice jab. I like that double jab. Short right hand.
Step back, step back.
I just want to see the right hand behind that double jab.
You can only take care of a fighter for so long as they're developing. You know, it's baby food the first 10 fights. This is when you find out what you're made of, the nitty gritty.
Yeah.
These middle rounds are going to be very important for both fighters.
No, this is a good challenge for both fighters.
And Macias doesn't have the power that Ruvalcaba does.
And Ricky's throwing some good body shots right there. But finish up top. That left hook to the body is great. Finish with the left hook hook up top.
That'll do damage?
Yeah, it has set him up perfect because Macias is dropping his hand down when he gets hit to the body, so he's exposed up top for that left hook.
So look out for that if Ruvalcaba can catch on to what Gabe Rosado is saying. But here's Macias, just keeps on coming.
Yeah, he's gained, man.
Those are the dudes that are knowing you, right? You're like, damn it, I'm throwing everything at you, why?
And the difference here is that Ricky's a lot stronger. He's the bigger puncher, you can see it.
Virgil Ortiz back in the ring for the first time in 2 years when he takes on Frederick Lawson in Las Vegas. This will be a new chapter of the career of Virgil, who jumps up to junior middleweight January 6th.
Más presión, más presión.
More pressure, more pressure.
No, píntalo. ¿Para cuándo es? ¿Cuánto tiro? No, haz la esquiva fuerte, ya no me eches agua en el pinto, güey, ya no, güey. Ya no.
You like what you see from Ruvalcaba so far?
Yeah, I do. And you know, he's a young fighter, learning as he goes. And like I said, he has every punch. He has the jab, the body shots. It's just a matter of him putting it all together. Right now, he's letting his hands go, and I like what I see. Combinations.
Watch your heads, guys. Watch your heads.
I believe he can break Macias down if he puts his hands together. Right there, that was a trip.
Yeah, just a trip.
Stop, don't punch, step back.
Ruvalcaba was a soccer player. That's what he really liked. He was hanging on his dad's mechanic shop, Daniel's Auto Repair in Ventura, when one of the customers said, hey, I'm gonna take your kid to the gym. It's like, okay, go ahead. He was just there and fell in love with the sport of boxing. First bout of the amateur at 14, he turned pro at 18. He's been in camps with Regis Prograis.
It's a good jab, good short jab.
Let his head go. Don't hold his head
down. Ricky's with his real name's Ricardo. Everybody calls him Ricky, but if you're a hardcore, real one, you call him pinzas, pliers.
See the thing, Ricky's, that's a great jab, and it's landing flush. But the jab is a setup. The jab is to set you up with the big left hook. The jab is to set you up with a big right hand, and you have to put something behind that jab.
A nice hook that moves Macias back.
Nice dive hook.
Right hand from Ruvalcaba. He's getting stronger as the fight progresses, right?
Yeah, he is.
What's holding, okay? Let's go.
And you said in the beginning of the round, he could break down Macias. Macias is tough. He's from Monterrey. That is a tough area, tough dude. Ruvalcaba cut in the left eyebrow because of the headbutt, not bothering him. The nose is not busted for Macias.
It's a good jab. It's a good power jab.
Hook from Macias moves back Ruvalcaba. Golden Boy Fight Night. Thursday night action.
Work out of it, guys. Work out of it. Work out of it. Let him go. Let him go. Hands are free. Let him go.
Nice here, Gabe. Just one at a time, right? Pick something, follow it up.
Yeah. See, right here, dig in with combinations.
And Macias is game at the end of the round.
Stop at the bell, stop at the bell.
Saturday night, huge fight in Arizona as Sonny Edwards takes on Bam Rodriguez. Blockbuster unification flyweight clash live on Dazn. That's going to be a good fight, and the camps have been going at it. There was a fight at the press conference today for Sonny Edwards and Bam Rodriguez. Number 2 is Rey Martinez.
How are we doing over here?
Also, Ricardo Sandoval, number 7 on the ratings, is in attendance tonight here ringside. He's going straight from here to that fight. So that's going to be a good one. Sonny and Bam. That's a good one Saturday night. Of course, live on Dazn. I love Bam Rodriguez. Love his approach, love his attitude. Notices he's an amateur. Brother of Joshua Franco, used to fight for Golden Boy. Definitely watching that one Saturday. 7th round.
Nice, there we go. See, the right hand lands flush right behind the jab.
I love that you're getting excited. Like you're finally listening to me.
Well, you know, man, it's just you learn as you go. And he'll notice this. Nice jab, stopping Macias in his tracks.
Ruvalcaba asked about fighting on Dazn and Golden Boy Fight Night. He said, I want to fight to open Oscar's eyes. Hopefully he likes what he sees from me. Doesn't have a promoter. To fight and get the attention of Oscar De La Hoya is what he wants. There's something there with this kid.
No, there is. And like I said, he landed a good left hook and he's hurt.
Macias trying to hold on. Ruvalcaba gives him his face.
Nice right hand
shot
over the
from
top.
Ruvalcaba. Woo! Macias, the vet, is hanging on.
And finish him, set him up with the jab.
Macias isn't going to give him any kind of distance. One for the holding. Body
Nice
shot.
body shot.
He got him. Oh, he's going for the haymaker. Ruvalcaba's trying to end it with a big shot. Uppercut from Ricky.
Nice left uppercut right there, right to the body.
Halfway through the 7th round. A lot of time left for Macias. He's wobbly, takes another big shot. Macias has nothing on his arms now. Ruvalcaba get the crowd behind him.
Nice body shot.
Macias is tough. Ruvalcaba inflicting damage here in the 7th round. Oh, hook from Ricky.
Stop, let go.
This is where the combinations might end it.
And start off what got you there. What got you there was the jab. Blind him with the jab and throw the power right behind it.
Ruvalcaba's tired too.
Yeah, because Macias on survival mode right now, but he's still digging in.
Good battle.
Stop,
good scrap here.
Step back. Step back, guys. Step back.
Irvin's face busted up, the nose, the mouth, the eye. Final seconds of the 7th round. Strong round for Ricky Ruvalcaba. Golden Boy Fight Night from Indio, California. Macias checks him with the hook. He's tough as the
that hook at the end too.
Man, I told you that dude is tough. Joel Diaz working the corner.
Las combinaciones de más golpes, güey. Como tú sabes hacerlo. Ahorita lo traías noqueado, tienes que meterle calma. Te volviste a encimar, mijo.
You had him knocked out, you gotta stay calm.
Medio pasito para atrás, cinta.
Half a step back, feint.
Lo que sea, amigo, nomás para no encimarte y combínalo. Hasta puedes medir, pistonear, como le decimos. Pistoneas y decir.
Right there, combinations. He had him hurt well. He had him hurt bad, but I think he just kind of smothered himself a bit. Nice short uppercuts right there in between. And he goes right down to the body with the left hook.
Good battle. Our second bout of the night goes to the 8th and final round. Just like Joe Martinez let him know.
And I like what Ricky's corner was telling him. They were telling him you have to throw combinations. Don't just dive in. Throw combinations, set your shots up, and throw feints.
Brandy Flores, what are you hearing?
Yeah, from Macias' corner, they're telling him that Ricky doesn't want any of this, to just keep moving forward, especially in this last round, to give it all he has, because they believe that he can get the knockdown, guys.
Macias' corner very confident, okay. Macias in white. You were saying, Gabe, Ruvalcaba, they told him, don't smother yourself.
Yeah, they told him, and they want him to throw combinations and feints. And I think the feints are so important because he's landing the jab up top and to the body, but he can feint Macias with that jab and set something up real, a big shot, whether it's a right hand or a left hook.
Both these guys are gassed. It's been a tough battle from the opening bell.
Hey, stop.
Flash of heads.
Okay. Got an accidental headbutt.
Yeah.
Let me see.
They both leaned in.
All right? Right. No cut. Box.
I think Ricky got the worst of that because he got cut in the side of the head from that headbutt.
So he has a cut on his eyebrow, side of the head, and now he's putting the combinations together, Gabe Rosado.
Don't punch. Step back.
Halfway through the 8th.
You always want to see how a young fighter reacts when he's cut, when he's bleeding. And I like what I see by Ricky. He's cut, he got banged up, but he's coming right back at his guy throwing combinations.
You also want to see how a fighter ends a fight, how he closes a show. Ruvalcaba digging deep.
And you know, Ricky's trying to get the KO, but Macias ain't cooperating. I mean, he's gained and he's throwing shots back.
There you go. Watch the heads, guys.
Regio.
Watch the heads.
A minute to go in the fight. Golden Boy Fight Night, all about giving young fighters an opportunity to shine, open up some eyes, get some attention. Tonight, Ricky Ruvalcaba definitely getting the attention of Gabe Rosado. 6 foot, 140, something there.
Man, I love that jab to the body that Ricky throws, but I want to see a right hand right behind it. It's right there. It's right there for the opening.
And he'll go back and watch his broadcast and say, yup. And he'll make the adjustments. And Irving Macias, if you see him on your ledger, just know you're going to be in for a long one.
Nice jab. Ooh. Man, Macias landed a good right hand right there.
And that's how it started. Throwing punches, respect to the two fighters. They hug in the middle of the ring, both of them a smile. Clap for these guys, man. Youngsters putting on a show here in Indio, California, live on Dazn and Golden Boy. Saturday, January 27th, the Golden Boy goes to the desert. Jaime Munguia takes on John Ryder in Phoenix, Arizona, in what should be an action-packed firefight. Now I gotta work on the cuts. 2 headbutts. Got Ricky Ruvalcaba. Irving Macias, tough dude. But Ruvalcaba, yesterday at the fighter meetings, didn't talk much, kind of quiet, confident in what he was saying. Now I see why. This kid has some talent.
No, yeah, and he has all the tools. I really like what I see. And it's just a matter of him growing from this fight and develop himself to understand that the jab is the most important punch. And he has a good jab. Throw behind that jab.
And most importantly, for a young man that's been knocking everybody down in the first round, 8 hard rounds. You find out about yourself, right? If the competition gets better, what are you going to do? And right away, Gabe, from the opening bell, these two went at it.
Absolutely. Good combinations, both guys. But then you can hear the thud when Ricky throws the combinations. You know, Ricky definitely had more snap, more power on his shots. And he had a much better jab. His jab was flush, landing flush throughout the fight. Nice
23 years
right
old.
There.
Ricky Ruvalcaba, 23 years old, so he's growing into his body, figuring it out. More experience tonight, 8 hard rounds. Because we love first round KOs, but you're not learning anything from that. He learned a lot tonight.
Absolutely. You know, this is the kind of fight that you definitely learn and grow and become a better fighter.
Joe Martinez, let's hear it.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 8 rounds of boxing, we go to the scorecards, and here are the totals. Both judges, Fernando Villarreal and Zach Young, score at 80-72. Pat Russell has it 78-74. All for your winner by unanimous decision. He is still unbeaten from Ventura, California, Ricky Ruvalcaba.
El Pinzas, Ricky Ruvalcaba gets unanimous decision, 11-0. Good work. The 23-year-old Irving Macias follows the 15-4. Respect between the two fighters. I love seeing that right there. These guys battled 8 hard rounds. and easily their toughest competition of their pro careers.
Absolutely.
That's what it's all about. And Ruvalcaba edges up.
And there was similarities of both fighters, man. You know, but Ricky was just much stronger.
Yeah, the strength, you could definitely see that in Ruvalcaba. He gets the hug from Javier Razo, Golden Boy matchmaker. Let's look at the CompuBox stats for Ruvalcaba and Macias. Man, Macias threw a lot, over 500 punches thrown by Macias, but he only landed 17. More effective was Ricardo Ruvalcaba. He was quick to the point with his work. Two fights done, 3 more to go. Victory so far for Justin Figueroa and Ricky Ruvalcaba. Eric Priest and Tito Sanchez still to come, but coming up next, Jorge Chavez, Jerson Ortiz.
16th of December, Arizona, we go to work.
Arizona. Jesse Rodriguez against Sonny Edwards is just a fantastic fight.
You now have one piece of the 112-pound crown. What do you want to do next?
Sonny Edwards, that's the only option.
I want to see an undisputed champion in the flyweight division.
Sign the contract.
Bam Rodriguez is probably the biggest puncher in the division.
That's the reason he signed with Matchroom and with Dazn.
I think this is genuinely as elite can get.
The big unification to come against Jesse Rodriguez.
He's going to have to be switched on for every single second of every single round.
Bam Rodriguez, where are you?
Bam Rodriguez putting on the performance of a lifetime! Oh, lovely long left hook. All in. Sink or swim.
This one of the best fights of the year, pound for pound.
Live on Dazn pay-per-view, December 23rd. Day of reckoning. The sun is rising as the biggest names in boxing, Joshua versus Wilder,
Right hand.
and Wilder versus Parker, headline a history-making boxing card.
Down he goes.
Witness the furnace of fight night. Reckoning is in the ring. Live on Dazn pay-per-view, December 23rd. Buy now at dazn.com.
Looks like they mean business here. Beautiful move, a party piece. The stars shining for Al Nasser. Fabulous finish. And Karim Benzema is up and running in the Saudi Pro League.
Struck beautifully by Mitrovic.
The stage is set and we are here.
Oh, this is exciting.
Look at these two guys.
And still.
On the biggest stage of all.
It's a great run.
Great chance for Figueroa.
What a finish.
Talk about world-class striking.
Dish him out.
Somebody has to win.
I created this monster.
This is a big step up for you.
The resume has been sensational.
This is what we wanted, and they're delivering.
This kid they think is going to be sensational.
The real deal.
The natural born puncher.
A young star.
But legitimate contender. Ortiz knockout express. Too big, too strong, too good. Picks up another victim. His 19th knockout and his 19th win. Problem child beats the gangster.
Fight a real boxer. Fight a pro boxer. Problem child is back. And I'm coming to make a statement. Andre August, 10-1. Someone is getting knocked out.
This Saturday on Dazn, Arizona. That's where a unification clash in the flyweight division happens when Bam Rodriguez takes on Sonny Edwards. Let's take a look.
Edwards, that's the only option.
Bam Rodriguez, where are you? he's running his mouth, but I show my confidence in the ring.
Undefeated against undefeated.
Yada, yada, yada. I'm going to steal the show. That bill right there is coming home to San Antonio. 16th of December, Arizona. We're going to what?
2 elite level guys.
Jesse Bat Rodriguez versus Sonny Edwards, 50-50 fight.
And now, fight fans, here we go with the next bout tonight. 6 rounds is scheduled in the featherweight division. Once again, your 3 judges scoring at ringside: Pat Russell, Fernando Villarreal, and Zach Young. And when the action begins inside the ring, your referee in charge, Ray Corona. Introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing black with gold. He weighed officially 123 3/4 pounds. In 28 professional fights, his record stands at 17 victories with 9 defeats, 8 wins coming by way of knockout. From Managua, Nicaragua, here is Gerson Ortiz. And across the ring, his opponent fighting out of the red corner, wearing red trunks trimmed in white and gold. He weighed officially 123 1/2 pounds. In 8 bouts as a professional, he stands perfect in the ring. 8 victories, no defeats. 6 wins coming by way of knockout. Presentando el hijo invicto desde Tijuana, Baja California, México, el Niño Dorado, Jorge Chavez.
Let's go, fighters, 2 seconds. Right here is good, right here is good. This is good right here in the belt line. This is good right here. You want to touch gloves? God bless.
Ray Corona, the 3rd man in the ring. Jorge Chavez, Niño Dorado, the golden child. Trying to stay perfect in his young career. Gerson Ortiz from Nicaragua, a veteran. He shows up, he'll take some gloves on. Now living in Virginia. Chavez runs out right away in the white trunks with red trim.
Nice
23-year-old.
jab.
Yep. You like that right away? You've been loving the jab all night long.
Cuz, man, it's the best punch. It sets everything up.
Brandy Flores has more on Chavez.
Yeah, this is Chavez's first fight signed under Golden Boy. This was something 6 years in the making for him. He's done a lot of growing, and it showed in his last fight, getting a huge knockout victory over Marvin Solano. So now that he's part of Golden Boy, Chavez says he wants to prove to Oscar De La Hoya and Bernard Hopkins that his dedication is here to stay, and he's only going up from here.
Yeah, made his debut on a Golden Boy show in Anaheim. Munguia was fighting. And then he said, I need a change. He left San Diego. Now with Hector Lopez, and he's looking good. He's attacking Ortiz early in the 1st round. TKO Boxing, same gym as Alexis Rocha, who's sitting here ringside. Johnny Cañas, also Golden Boy's fighter. Nothing handed to him. He's got to work for it.
You know, and I like what I see. Chavez going straight to work, not wasting no time.
Scheduled for 6 rounds. I don't think we get that far. And you can hear the body shot from Chavez. He's laser focused. Oh, big hook from Chavez. Right hand from Chavez. Ortiz in the corner, in trouble, and he goes down. The veteran gets up.
And you know, those combinations by Chavez is great speed, switching it up.
Combinations again. Ortiz needs to get off the ropes. Chavez is attacking, pouncing on him. Wobbly. Here's the fighter from Nicaragua in black. He's getting pounded. I don't know how much longer Ray Corona will let this go.
And I like that Chavez is attacking, but he's doing it with the right distance. He's not smothering himself. These punches are coming from the right distance.
He's got bad intentions on those punches. 30 seconds to go in the round.
Nice left hook.
Pounding right above us. Chavez doing whatever he wants in this fight. Solid opening round for Jorge Chavez.
And great first round by Chavez.
Uppercut.
Step over to your right. Step over to your right so he goes to his left, okay? Lead with the right cada vez en cuando.
Sorry about the left.
Good. Use your jab. Just keep touch. Show him the jab down here. Remember the one, pa, pa, boom, with the derecha up at the top? Same thing. Just show him the jab. He's dropping his hands. The right hand will sneak in. Ten cuidado con el gancho. He's countering with a lot of left hooks. Slow down. Same thing. Smart
and
pressure.
right there, you just see Chavez attacking. Great combinations. And I just love the distance. Not smothering themselves. Throwing punches from a power range. Right here, combinations, feints. He just lets it go.
When you sign to Golden Boy Promotions, you go to the office that Oscar De Loyo owns on Wilshire Boulevard in downtown LA, and they have a big red heavy bag that everybody signs. Chavez has been in that office a lot of times. Finally, he signed it. He said that was just a fantastic moment for me. Special. Now, when you sign, because expectations, you better put on that show. You can hear the thunding punches from Chavez. He is not playing with his food tonight.
And what I like is that Chavez is picking smart shots. You know, he's just not going in there and just throwing anything. He's setting it up properly, and he's staying right behind the jab.
Ortiz fighting at this weight class is not for him. He should be lighter at 22. He said, I'm tough, I'll take it. I know who this is. He's that veteran that'll go up in any weight class to take anybody on. Gives you professional resistance, but tonight it's a lot of Chavez.
Oh, nice body shot.
Oh,
nice hook up top.
Woo, Gabe.
And I like what I see. He throws the right hook and finishes it up with the left hook. It's the clean up left hook.
Attacking, pouncing is Chavez. Stalking.
Nice left hook to the body by Chavez.
Chavez started his career fighting at 3 o'clock when nobody's in the building. Here he is now, working his way towards eventually being a main event. It's all Chavez on the CompuBox. Oh, that wobbles Ortiz. The ropes helped him up.
If it wasn't for the rope, he would have went down.
He's about to go down. Ray Corona's really close to stopping this. Ortiz is just too tough for his own good.
Yeah, Ortiz is trying to survive and Chavez is going for the kill.
Less than a minute to go. Another flurry and we're done. Ortiz that vest, he knows how to survive. But he doesn't want it in there.
Ortiz is taking those shots to the head well.
Yeah. He's wobbly.
I can see Chavez dropping him with a left hook to the body.
Punishment being stilled by Jorge Chavez.
Nice body shot.
He's covering up his Ortiz.
Man, and Chavez is throwing every shot. He's doubling the left hook well. Body shot, right hook to the body, right uppercut.
And Ortiz might survive. That dude is tough. As Chavez is throwing everything at him.
The ref tells Ortiz, I'm going to give you one more round.
Fight's over. Fight's over.
Corner stopped it. His corner stopped it. His corner stopped it. His corner stopped it.
Jorge Chavez gets the stoppage of Jerson Ortiz as the corner. Thank you.
They stopped it.
The corner stops the fight. They protect Jerson Ortiz, and it was just going to be a matter of time, Gabe.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, Chavez had him. You know, he was out for the count, out on his feet, and Chavez was attacking him with all sorts of shots.
Good job by Jorge Chavez tonight, 9-0, 7 KOs. Now, Ray Corona, the referee, asked Ortiz if he wanted to go. He said yes. Said, I'm going to give you one more round. Okay. And that's when the corner, the trainer for Jerson Ortiz, said, no, I'm stopping it right now.
It was a good call by the trainer.
Jorge Leon, thank you, respect to you, man, because sometimes the corners are more brave than some of the fighters.
Absolutely.
And that was going on in the corner. There you see the corner, Jorge Leon. So Ray Corona stopping it. He's seen enough. He knows his fighter. Because Ortiz will keep on going. He's a tough dude. But there it is. The Tejana comes on for Jorge Chavez. SOA Boxing, his management crew. TKO Boxing, his trainers. Staff, he does a good job, man. They have a good team around him. He's laser focused. I like that about him.
Absolutely. You know, not over-celebrating.
Yeah, you don't jump up when you do what you were supposed to do.
Exactly.
That second round, that was a lot of punishment.
And you know, and even though Ortiz really wasn't a challenge, what I do like from Chavez was just that he attacked with great distance, and he switched the shots up well, body shots, head shots, and he worked off the jab.
Joe Martinez, the crowd's waiting for you.
Ladies and gentlemen, by request of the blue corner at the end of round number 2, referee Ray Corona puts a halt to the bout. For your winner, by KO, he is still undefeated, El Niño Dorado, Jorge Chavez.
Did what you're supposed to do. Scheduled for 6, don't let it go that far. Jorge Chavez
threw 110 power punches in the first round.
He came out right away. He came out with bad intentions. Look, he knows Oscar's watching. He knows Oscar gave him a contract. You better do something with it, right? Don't just come out and be boring now.
And you have to take advantage of this opportunity, and he did.
Tijuana zone. Grew up in San Diego. Typical Tijuana, San Diego border kid going back and forth. There you see his squad right there. Looks good at the highlights. They went 2 rounds of this fight from Chavez, and he came out right away, gave bad intentions.
And I like the speed. I like the angles he was throwing shots from, the distance, the jab combinations, good speed. Right there, feint with a right hand, and he finishes it with the left hook. Good body shots. And it was too much for Ortiz to handle. Man, big shots, even switching to southpaw.
Jorge Chavez.
All right, you get the early stoppage, you get the interview. Brandy Flores with Jorge Chavez.
Jorge, you moved to 9-0, remaining undefeated. You got that knockdown in the first round. What did you see there?
I saw an opportunity. I couldn't capitalize then, but you know, thankfully with the punches and bunches, I mean, they didn't want it no more. I mean, I wouldn't want it either. But you know, thankfully, I want to thank God first and foremost. I also want to dedicate this fight to 2 loved ones that passed away recently, Mason and Malachi. This one's for you guys. And shout out to my team, SOA Boxing, Coach Hector, Abraham Perez. You know, we're the best in the game, and we're still yet to prove, but we're coming.
Your last 2 fights have been by a convincing fashion. You just keep getting better and better every time you step in the ring here, especially at Fantasy Springs. What has really changed for you and allowed you to be so productive in the ring?
I feel like I'm barely gaining confidence as a young fighter. I mean, it was always hard to fit in as a kid. I never was a part of the cool kids or part of the normal kids. I was just me doing me. And you know, we're here, we're finding ourselves, and I'm trying to just inspire who's coming. So I'm trying to gain that confidence for everybody else.
You said you're not part of the cool kids, but you have people chanting your name in here during your fight. What does that type of support mean to you?
It means the world to me. It means the world to me. You know, you don't need 1 million people to support you. Sometimes you just need 100 people who are solid, you know, like the Spartans, who take over the world.
2023 ending it with a bang, literally. What do you foresee in 2024?
2024, I want bigger challenges. You know, I want to test myself. I want to see myself as one of the best Mexicans to put the gloves up.
Congratulations, Jorge.
Thank you, guys.
Fighting with a heavy heart tonight for friends that passed away. Jorge Chavez gets the victory, 9-0. 7 KOs. There he is with his squad. Hector Lopez wearing the Patriots cap, as he always does. His trainer. They got him about 4 fights ago. He had some things to change. And he moved from San Diego, left his mom. His mom is here in attendance because he take care of her, but he said, no, I got to go sacrifice. And he did that tonight, and he got the victory. Comp box all on the side of Jorge Chavez because he did what he had to do with the punches thrown tonight. Fight card so far, we got 2 more to go. It's Eric Priest, Paul Mendez next, and then Tito Sanchez and Walter Santibanes in the main event. Golden Boy Fight Night on a Thursday.
Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome. This is the moment we've all been waiting for. The fight starts now!
You love the speed, you love the power. Landed by Pacquiao. Look at that. What an incredible back.
Boyd knows every trick of the trade.
That's a great veteran skill by Bernard Hopkins.
She's impressing me here.
They respect each other's power, speed, and timing.
Terrific work from Amir Khan.
One big night, you can turn your life around. Alvarez, certainly the future of boxing. What a fight! How do you like it? How do you like it? The fight is over! She's still, pound for pound, the best in the world.
Well, there is a stunning outcome.
An upset, a huge upset.
Goes for goal from distance. Oh, what a strike that is.
It's going to be a game changer for the women's game.
The biggest stage in women's club football begins here and begins now.
Looks like they mean business here. Beautiful move, a party piece. The stars shining for Al Nassr. Fabulous finish. And Karim Benzema is up and running in the Saudi Pro League.
Struck beautifully by Mitrovic.
For December, Arizona, we go to work.
Jesse Rodriguez against Sonny Edwards is just a fantastic fight.
You now have one piece of the 112-pound crown. What do you want to do next?
Sonny Edwards, that's the only option.
I want to see an undisputed champion in the flyweight division.
Sign the contract.
Bam Rodriguez is probably the biggest puncher in the division.
That's the reason he signed with Matchroom and with Dazn.
I think this is genuinely as elite can get.
The big unification to come against Jesse Rodriguez.
He's going to have to be switched on to every single second of every single round.
Bam Rodriguez, where are you?
Bam Rodriguez putting on the performance of a lifetime!
Oh, lovely long left hook.
All in, sink or swim.
this one of the best fights of the year, pound for pound.
Fight fans, this winter your December is on Dazn. December 9th saw an unreal battle in the Bay Area. But the fights never stop on Dazn. Unleash an unrivaled December with unstoppable global superstars, undefeated championship showdowns, and unbelievable heavyweight lineups. The unrivaled schedule, only on Dazn. Don't miss it.
2024 starts off with a bang from Las Vegas. The return of Vergil Ortiz. He hasn't fought for almost 2 years. Ortiz makes his debut at 154 pounds, taking on Frederick Lawson. Let's take a look. That'll be January 6th in Las Vegas, the return of Vergil Ortiz. He's such a fun fighter, such a dedicated fighter, and we didn't see him in 2023. Beto Duran alongside Gabe Rosado here ringside. And 2 more fights to go here in Golden Boy Fight Night, but Gabe, the return of Vergil Ortiz, who battled some things that kept him out of the ring. It wasn't because he didn't want to. This kid wants to fight, and you said it before in the afternoon, like, hey, where's Vergil been? I like that kid.
Yeah. You know, he's finally coming back, 2 years layoff. I'm sure that he's hungry and he's determined and he's ready to put on a great performance.
Yeah, Vergil Ortiz stays in the gym. He's battled some health issues that postponed 2 of his fights. It was not because he didn't want to, it's just his body shut down. Now he's moving up to a new division at 154 pounds. Goes back to Robert Garcia. His dad did his corner, of course. And Virgil's a guy, when he's not in the ring, he's at home, and that's it. He lives, breathes, eats boxing, and that's it. So imagine getting back in the ring when you haven't seen him in a couple of years. They're going to unleash the beast, Gabe.
Exactly. You know, he says that he kind of feel like he lost his identity not being back in the ring. And, you know, that feeling is a lonely feeling for a fighter. So you know he's excited and he's going to come back with vengeance.
And the thing about Vergil, though, he wants to be in the ring all the time. And you said it, you lose your identity at times because you've been doing that your entire life. You even talk about it now. I think you're still retired, right? But it's that feeling of what are we doing with ourselves right now?
Yeah, it's that feeling, man. And he was struggling and battling with that. And I understand that as a fighter. It's a feeling. It doesn't feel good, and the only thing that's gonna redeem you is going back into the ring.
So Vergil's the main event in Vegas on the 6th. Also that night, Golden Boy recently signed Arnold Barboza Jr. Barboza, who's really happy because the Raiders are working right now, is trying to make some noise in a stacked division at 140 pounds. Barboza from South El Monte, California, 28-0, the 10 KOs. He's willing to fight everybody. You look at it, you have Devin Haney, you have Taylor, you have Jose Ramirez, Macias, who put on a great performance, Regis out there, and he's willing to fight anybody. And Arnold Barboza Jr. is a fighter that was on the top-ranked roster. Now with the Golden Boy, as he said, because with the Golden Boy, I know I can get some fights that I want. Now that's a young man that even you were saying, hey, look, hey, I know this kid. Yeah. You've heard of him, but he hasn't been in the big fights. But you got to be watch out for that guy.
Yeah, and then in that division, being with Golden Boy, the big fight is Ryan Garcia, especially with Ryan coming off a great win. It's a big fight right there.
All right, let's hear from Arnold Barboza, who's standing by with Brandy Flores.
Arnold, newly signed by Golden Boy. Tell me, what was the decision behind becoming a Golden Boy fighter?
You know, man, it's the best decision I think I've made. This behind it was really, basically Oscar runs LA. I'm an LA kid. So I just think it was a long time coming.
And what does it mean to have Oscar De La Hoya, Bernard Hopkins in your corner? They signed you, they believe in you, but they want to see more from you too.
No, of course. I think the world wants to see more from me. I think it. The last year or two has been kind of a roller coaster up and down. We have Oscar behind me and like D-Hop and Eric. They've already showed me that they're behind me, and that was the main thing too. Was like I needed a promoter that was gonna be right behind me and have my back. So I'm excited.
So without overlooking your next opponent, of course, what do you see for yourself this coming new year in 2024?
Well, I see big things. I see big things. I hope I have title shot aspirations. That's what I've been chasing. Any champion or a big name.
The 140 division is completely stacked. I know you said you want those big names. How do you see yourself going up against somebody like Ryan Garcia?
Man, I would love that fight. You know what I mean? I mean, his last fight was good. Good performance, but. I've been in 140 my whole career, you know what I mean? So to me, he hasn't really shown me nothing. Plus, it was a catch weight, you know what I'm saying? So, see you at 40, you know what I mean? But I've been in this division, my whole life. I fought, tough opponents, so we'll see.
Arnold, good luck in the new year.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
Guys.
So at the tape, got Eric Priest, Paul Mendez, same height. Seemed that Priest wasn't able to make the middleweight division, so they're calling this a super middleweight fight.
And here we go, ladies and gentlemen, our co-featured bout this evening. 8 rounds of super middleweight boxing. And first to make his way to the ring, fighting out of the blue corner, here is Paul Mendez.
Paul Mendez, the veteran, making his way to the ring. I love the way that Gabe Rosado set the tail of the tape, baby. Look at you. Watch out, Corey. Watch out, Grisham. Gabe's coming.
I got your back, Bento.
Paul Mendez, El Gallo Negro from Delano, California. Now San Antonio, Texas. He's all over. Seeing his fights in
Comes his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, undefeated from Kansas City, Kansas. Here is Eric Priest.
Eric Priest recently signed a Golden Boy. Now living in Vegas from Kansas City, Kansas, so where they're having watch parties. Everybody he grew up with. So hello to everybody in Kansas right now. You see Priest has a Korean flag tattoo along with the U.S. He's half Korean. Coming off a good victory over Simon Madsen, El Vikingo, the Viking. Good battle. See what we got from Priest tonight. Joe Martinez, let's go.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, this bout is scheduled for 8 rounds in the super middleweight division. The 3 judges scoring at ringside are Pat Russell, Fernando Villarreal, and Zach Young. And when the bell rings, your referee in charge, Eddie Hernandez. Introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing navy blue trimmed in white, he weighed in officially 160 pounds even. His professional record stands at 21 victories, 4 defeats, 2 bouts even with 11 wins coming by way of knockout from Delano, California, fighting out of San Antonio, Texas. Here is Paul El Gallo Negro Mendez. And across the ring stands his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, wearing white trunks trimmed in red and black. He weighed in officially 161 1/2 pounds. In 11 professional bouts, he stands perfect with 11 victories, no defeats, 7 wins coming by way of knockout. Here is the undefeated super middleweight from Kansas City, Kansas, Eric Priest.
Boxer center.
All right, jumping over the rules with you both. You're professionals. Like, you conduct yourself as such. Touch gloves. Good luck.
Eddie Hernandez Sr., the third man in the ring. We get ready to go. Our co-feature here tonight, Eric Priest, the 25-year-old.
Mark's ready.
11-0. He's got the look. He's got some talent. And Gabe, you know him well, having sparred him.
Yeah, you know, Eric Priest, he did a couple training camps with me. About 4 or 5 training camps.
And his opponent, Mendez, 33-year-old veteran, been a pro for 13 years.
Ready.
28 fights underneath his belt. Let's see what Priest comes out with today. He has his first full training camp in Las Vegas with Ismael Salas. His last camp, he had trained with Salas, but not a full camp. This is the first time where they worked on some things. And speaking with Salas, he said the big thing was working with Eric, not to change him, but to just refine some of the things. And one thing that he was doing was he was smothering himself. So they want to keep the distance and box.
Yeah, you know, and that's one thing I would talk to Priest about when we did a couple training camps was he would smother himself a bit. And I told him, what's the thing you learned switching trainers? He said distance, which is very important.
And you told him that yesterday after the meetings too, like, don't smother yourself.
Yeah.
Why do fighters do that?
Well, you know, Priest, he's a power puncher, man, so he's aggressive. So sometimes, you know, a young fighter, when they're aggressive and they know they're strong, they overdo it, you know? And boxing is all about range and distance. Setting it up. Right hand. Good right hand. And that came from the perfect range.
You just said it. We were talking about the distance. Mendez got up. Whoa.
I'm telling you, Eric's a power puncher. He's a strong kid.
He's attacking. He's trying to end it. Another right hand from Priest. Mendez, the veteran, just trying to hold on now.
And that's one thing. If Eric got you hurt, he's going for the kill.
He needs to. Attacking upstairs.
Nice overhand right.
Chopping, dropped him. No knockdown. Mendez still on wobbly legs. Chopping right hand from Priest. He's going for it, Gabe.
Yeah, Mendez is still, he's shaky. And Eric does it again. Good counter shot.
Looking for the uppercut.
Good body
Wobble
shot.
him. He's in trouble. And he's covering up. That might be it. And it's over. Referee jumps in, stops it. Eric Priest, our first round.
That's how you do it, baby.
He looks right at you, Gabe.
Good stuff, baby.
Looked right at you. He didn't even go to his corner. He was in the middle of the ring, made eye contact with you, went right at you.
I love what I see because he punched off range, good distance. That counter right hand off the top, perfect. He's a power puncher. The kid got dynamite in his hands, and he showed his power.
2:09 of the first round. His last fight against Viking Madsen, he had to work hard. It was good 8 rounds, good quality work. Today, he went after it.
And you know, I was curious to see
we both were.
how the change of trainer would help him. You know, with the Cuban style, would that affect him because he's an aggressive fighter, or would it help him? But it obviously shows that it helps him. It's balancing him out.
Signed by Golden Boy a couple fights ago. Good to see the Mendez okay. Because Mendez took some shots.
And the reason he was able to land those good shots, man, they were all from distance. He didn't rush it. He didn't, you know, he wasn't overly aggressive. He timed. It was all great timing.
Yes, he was a model. He was a Wilhelmina model. Up until a couple years ago, he said, it's not good to go to photo shoots. Beat up from sparring. So everybody in Kansas City, Kansas, watching. Look at the replays. It was all
made out. Priest. That counter overhand right was just perfect. And I like what I see. You know, he got his man hurt, and he's throwing short shots, short power shots. Nothing wild. Just containing himself, landing the good shots. And that was the big overhand right there.
this is where it ended.
And I like how he dug that shot to the body right there. Yeah. He's headhunting, but he goes down to the body and he comes right back up top.
Eddie Hernandez did the right thing, jump in, stop it. Mendez was wobbly right there.
Yeah, Mendez was hurt bad. Good stoppage by the ref.
Jake Paul is back. The global superstar returns to the ring tomorrow night right here on Dazn as the Problem Child takes on Andre August.
Love you. Good job, man.
All right, Joe, this crowd's ready to hear you.
Ladies and gentlemen, the end comes officially 2 minutes, 9 seconds. Round number 1. Referee Eddie Hernandez puts a halt to this fight. For your winner by way of knockout here, still undefeated, Eric Priest.
Priest is now 12-0 with 8 KOs as he improves. As he is Team Priest. Marky, the cut man, didn't have to work tonight. Ishmael Salas likes what he sees from that young man. Ishmael Salas can tell me, like, I have to kick this kid out of the gym. He works so hard, and the hard work paid off, Gabe.
Yeah, that overhand right counter shot was amazing. And just the combinations, you know, switching it up, going up top, going to the body, not being too wild, not being wild, containing the shots properly. Nice body shot right there.
And there it is, Eddie Hernandez jumping in, stopping it. It was only a matter of time.
Yeah, Mendez was out of it.
Yeah. Well, he was out of it from the first knockdown, where he got spun around. Who wants it? All right, Eric. I think he's found a home in Vegas.
Yeah, Eric's a dog, man. He's a dog. One thing in camp, he brought it all the time. He loves to fight. He's aggressive. And he has dynamite in his hands.
Well, let's see what he has to say. Or actually, let's hear what he has to say. Standing by with Brandy Flores.
Eric, it was one round and done. After that first knockdown, you looked like a shark. Like you sniffed blood and you went after him, but you kept everything short and to the point to ultimately get the knockout. What did you see after that first knockdown?
Oh, you know, like we've been practicing that right hand, you know, the slip the jab, come over the top with the right. And so warming up with that, you know, I saw it, I started timing it, and it just was open, you know what I mean? So after the first knockout, I could just see that he was a little bit, you know, buzzed. So at that point, it's like, you know, you want to attack and approach, but you want to do it smart. And yeah, so that's what we did.
So everything by the book for you then, everything that you worked hard for with your new trainer in this training camp, things translated well?
Oh, I would say so. I mean, I think the proof is in the pudding there, so yeah.
Closing out the year 2023 with a powerful one, how do you take everything that you've learned this year into the new year?
I mean, we're just going to keep growing, keep developing, go back to the drawing board. There's still more to learn, more to get better at, and so that's what we're going to plan on doing, and then enter 2024 with the ground running, and just, I don't know, we're just going to do it and meet with Golden Boy, my team, and everybody, and just hope for big things coming this year. So
you're really calm, but you got to be excited, right? This was an amazing knockout that you had. How is this going to further move you along in your career, having something like this so powerful that you have in your arsenal?
Oh, I mean, it's just like I said, I don't want to get ahead of myself. I just want to keep getting better every single day. And that's my plan. I mean, it feels good and definitely excited. It's been a hard training camp. I put my all into this training and everything that I do. And so I am excited. Yeah, I'm real happy about it. So, but back to work, you know.
All right, back to work, Eric. Congratulations. Back to you guys ringside.
Eric Priest trying to make some noise at 160 pounds. He brings a crowd, too. All right, so 4 fights done here at Golden Boy Fight Night. The last one of 2023. Golden Boy closing out the year strong. Still to come, Tito Sanchez, Walter Santibanes, the main event coming up next.
History is to be written in the women's game tonight. What a big one this could turn out to be.
Wow, what a strike!
Decides to go for a long range at the... Oh, wow! I didn't imagine anything like it. The fans is not leaving home. These balls all over the place. This is Chelsea.
Who's the smelliest player at Arsenal?
The smelliest?
Appreciate.
That's a good ball, and it's in! Saka! The Champions League trophy is heading back to Barcelona.
16th of December, Arizona, we go to work.
Jesse Rodriguez against Sonny Edwards is just a fantastic fight.
You now have one piece of the 112-pound crown. What do you want to do next?
Sonny Edwards, that's the only option.
I want to see an undisputed champion in the flyweight division.
Sign the contract.
Bam Rodriguez is probably the biggest puncher in the division.
That's the reason he signed with Matchroom and with Dazn.
I think this is genuinely as elite can get.
The big unification to come against Jesse Rodriguez.
He's going to have to be switched on for every single second of every single round.
Bam Rodriguez, where are you?
Rodriguez putting on the performance of a lifetime! Oh, lovely long left hook. All in. Sinker swift.
This one of the best fights of the year, pound for pound.
Goes for goal from distance. Oh, what a strike that is.
It's going to be a game changer for the women's game.
The biggest stage in women's club football
Begins here and begins now.
Fight fans, this winter your December is on Dazn. December 9th saw an unreal battle in the Bay Area. But the fights never stop on Dazn. Unleash an unrivaled December with unstoppable global superstars, undefeated championship showdowns, and unbelievable heavyweight lineups. The unrivaled schedule, only on Dazn. Don't miss it.
This kid they think is going to be sensational.
The real deal.
A natural-born puncher.
A young star.
But legitimate contender.
Ortiz knockout express. Too big, too strong, too good. Picks up another victim. His 19th knockout and his 19th win.
"24 hours from now, the problem child, Jake Paul, is back for his toughest test yet when he fights pro boxer Andre August, Friday, December 15th.
Problem child beats the gangster.
Fight a real boxer. Fight a pro boxer. Problem child is back, and I'm coming to make a statement. Andre August, 10-1. Someone is getting knocked out.
Moments away from the main event, Tito Sanchez tonight takes on Walter Santibanes. Sanchez from nearby Cathedral City is taking on Santibanes, who's looking for the upset. Both fighters know a win to end the year will keep the momentum going into 2024. Tito Sanchez, Walter Santibanes next for Rosado. And Gabe, Tito Sanchez is from the area, but he hasn't really been fighting in the area. He signed with Miguel Cotto Promotions. They had him in Panama, then in Puerto Rico. This dude, we were doing our research on him. We couldn't find anything on him. He hates social media. He just wants to box, and you love his attitude.
I do. I like that because he's focused. You know, boxing is a mental game, and you have to be locked in. And I like that. You know, he doesn't care about the height. He doesn't care about the fame. And as you can see, man, he's a big puncher, and he likes to fight in the inside and dig the body.
Yeah, about Sanchez, he trains with Joel Diaz here in the Coachella Valley, and his gym are some of the best in the world. And champions that he goes up to sparring against. So Joel's told me, his brother Tonio's told me, he said, Tito has the goods. He hates talking to anybody. You won't hear two words out of him, but the kid has that old school mentality. Promoted by Miguel Cotto alongside with Golden Boy, they're working together. And when you have a chance to fight, Gabe, it's always great. But when you have a chance to become the main event on Golden Boy Fight Night, that's what it's all about. What do you want to see from him?
You know, I want to see what I've been hearing. They say this guy goes to the body. He's a body snatcher, you know, and he's a pressure fighter. And coming from Joel Diaz, who's a great trainer, you know, that means a lot.
And you know this, though, Gabe, because you've been on both sides. You've been the undefeated kid. You've been the guys on the B side where nobody is really going to give you a shot. Walter Santibanes, you know, he was out of the game for a few years because he ran into the law. He was in prison. And he came out and said, I have a second chance in life, a second opportunity. I'm going to make the most of it in boxing. That's a dangerous dude because, as he said, I can't mess up anything. I just need to win.
Absolutely. And he came in last time he was here, pulled a major upset. You know, and he's game. He doesn't care. He leaves it all in the ring. He takes a good shot. He's in great shape. And he believes that he's going to pull the upset tonight.
And Gabe, you know this, when nobody's on your side, nobody's counting you, nobody's saying that you have an opportunity or you have a chance to win, that's a dangerous dude. You've been there. You know that feeling.
And he's the type of guy that he feeds off that. He likes coming in as the B side. You know, he likes to prove people wrong. So he's comfortable right now. This is his comfort zone.
This might be Tito Sanchez's backyard, but Walter brought a crowd from Arizona. He's from Phoenix, so they made the 4-hour drive. So this guy has support now. So he has the attitude, he has the approach. This should be a good one. That's what Golden Boy Fight Night's all about giving tomorrow's stars a chance to shine. But they're going to get tested, and we're definitely having that tonight. So Tito Sanchez, Walter Santibanes is our main event. That's coming up. Now, Brandy Flores caught up with Tito moments ago.
Tito, you began your professional career fighting in the Coachella Valley. Now is the first time for a main event. How excited are you about the opportunity to put on a show in front of your hometown?
I'm feeling really excited, it's a really big opportunity to show the local fans and the boxing fans of what I could do inside the ring.
And you've never had this much exposure at any point in your career, doing fighter interviews with me, and you're going to have it's a sold-out show at Fantasy Springs. How are you going to maintain your calm, cool, and collectedness when you walk out and you're going to hear everybody chanting for your name?
Correct. Just staying focused. Just focus on the fighter and just let the fans scream and everything. But you got to just stay focused in the ring.
You come from a family of fighters. I know they mean a lot to you, especially your younger brother. What do you hope to do in the ring tonight to have them be proud of you and to kind of show that example?
Yeah, just to show them get the victory and working hard always pays off, you know. So showing him getting this victory is going to show a lot.
And what can fans expect when they see you step into that ring tonight and that first bell rings?
It's going to be excitement and fireworks. There's going to be a lot of explosive punching, and back-to-back, there's going to be a war fight.
All right, Tito, good luck.
Thank you.
Easily what he dreaded the most tonight. Wasn't the fight, it was that interview. Brandy, great job. Tito just hates talking. And that's coming up, the main event. Tito Sanchez, Walter Santibanes. Right around there, they agreed to wait at 124 for this fight. And Santibanes a slight height advantage. Joe Martinez, it's the last main event of 2023. Let's hear it.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, we are ready to go with our main event this evening. 10 rounds in the featherweight division. And first to make his way to the ring, fighting out of the blue corner from Phoenix, Arizona, here is Walter Santibanes. The red corner from Cathedral City, here is Jose Sanchez.
His grandfather over his right shoulder. Got him going in the game. Tito Sanchez. His first main event of his career. The first time he's had to do with the publicity and the promotions. And the first chance he has to headline in his hometown. Lock in focus. Ring Magazine's keys to victory for Tito. Number 1, don't stand in the pocket. Jab and step around, especially in the early rounds, and then in the late rounds, press the attack. All right, Joe, get this place rocking now.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, live around the world on Dazn from Fantasy Springs Resort Casino here in Indio, California. This is the main event of the evening. 10 rounds of boxing and this scheduled in the featherweight division. It is presented by Oscar De La Hoya's Golden Boy Promotions. This bout in association with Cotto Promotions and Paco Presents. Sponsored by Bet Online, your online sportsbook experts. Sanctioned by the California State Athletic Commission, the Executive Officer Andy Foster, and the Chairman is Peter Villegas. The 3 judges scoring at ringside on the 10-point McMust system. Pat Russell, Fernando Villarreal, and Zach Young. And when the action begins inside the ring, your referee in charge from Bassett, California, Ray Corona. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the judges are ready, the fighters are ready, the world is ready. Indio, make some noise if you are ready! Introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing gold with red, he weighed officially 124.5 pounds. In 14 professional bouts, his record stands at 12 victories, 2 defeats, 2 wins coming by way of knockout. He is the pride of Phoenix, Arizona. Here is Walter Santibanes. And across the ring stands his opponent, fighting in the red corner. Wearing blue trunks trimmed in white, he weighed officially 124.75 pounds. In 11 bouts as a young professional, he stands perfect in the ring. 11 victories, no defeats, 7 big wins coming by way of knockout. Ladies and gentlemen, the fighting son of Cathedral City, California, the undefeated Jose Tito Sanchez.
Let's go, fighters, 2 seconds. Left piece. Left piece. Good. This is good right here, nothing below that. This is good right here, nothing below that. You want to touch gloves, do it now. God bless. Get ready to go, the main event. Tito Sanchez. Joel Diaz giving him his final instructions. That motivation with the slap as we get ready to go in the main event. Got the calm personality. Walter Santibanes, just that energy. He does not stop moving. What kind of fight will we get here tonight, our main event? Ready? Ready? Tito Sanchez, 11-0, 7 KOs. Okay, when you're a young fighter, and you got the veteran like Santibanes, because they're both in southpaw stance, what do you want to see from Tito?
You know, with Tito right here, he's just filling them out right now. And Tito says he switches from southpaw to orthodox. So right now he's coming off on a southpaw stance. Let's see if he sticks to it.
And he's naturally left-handed. He writes with his left hand, but he'll Go to orthodox, he said, with no problem. That's just how he fights. He likes that. Santibañes had a big victory over Manny Flores in June. And Sanchez was in the building for that, watching.
Santibañes now switching southpaw as well. Probably sending a message to Tito like, I can do it too.
Yeah. Scheduled for 10 rounds. Sanchez and Walter Santibanes.
Nice body shot by Tito.
Body shot from Santibanes. This is what Santibañes wants to do. Stand right in the middle and just trade with you. And with Tito, I worked his first couple of fights. He was on the Old Thompson Boxing Club Series. His first 4 or 5. But he's developed since then. He's different. Want to see what Miguel Cotto sees. Reason he signed him.
Right now, I think Tito's just feeling Santibañes out. But you know, Santibañes is doing pretty good right now, letting his combinations go. And he's comfortable, and he's switching orthodox to southpaw, and he's being effective on both sides.
Less than a minute to go in the opening round. It'll be a battle of who's first, right? Santibañes wants to be the aggressor.
Yeah, who's first? I think Santibañes has the quicker hands, but you can hear who's the bigger puncher.
That's Tito.
When Tito throws his shots,
Santibañes had a couple 1-2 shut-up at the game.
Well, you know, I think Santibañes got some snap in his punches, but Tito got some thud in his punches.
You can hear that, especially here ringside. And that's what I was told by Joel, that Tito can crack, he can pound. Is that the kind of fight that he wants to get into? Building up nicely. Main event in Indio, California.
How's his power? You don't have power, huh? Okay, tú tranquilo. Hey, nomás que no te pegue tanto, okay, voy. Ibas ganando el round y lo emparejaste al final. Don't do that, okay? Que no se vuele el cabrón. Okay? Stay smart, okay?
Tito, si se te está prestando ya, patronal.
He's right there in front of you, mijo. He's right there in front of you.
Okay. Ya está muerto,
Hey, ya sintió, entró bien volado, güey, y ya sintió la fuerza de tus golpes.
Yeah, there you go, Santibañes. You know, his game is he's going to let his hands go. It's volume, activity. And for Tito, it's more landing those precise power shots.
Yeah, Joel Diaz asked Sanchez, you feel his power? No, he goes, okay, that's it. You have power. They also told him, don't stand in there and trade with him either.
Yeah, he felt that he probably evened out the round by allowing Santibañes to throw flurries.
And that's what Santibañes wants to do. Tito Mercado is a fighter in Southern California. Tito Acosta is a fighter in Puerto Rico. Tito Sanchez is our main event tonight. It was an Alberto Mercado, a union from the wild card, all Puerto Rican.
Ooh, nice combination by Santibañes.
This is what Santibañes wants to do. Flurries and make you uncomfortable. We did that to Manny Flores, who was never able to figure it out. How will Sanchez do? These two are just going to go toe-to-toe tonight.
You know, Santibañes is being more active with the combinations, but Tito's landing some vicious body shots that's going to take a toll as the rounds go on.
Like that body shot? Like that one upstairs?
It's putting money in the bank.
This is going to be a fight where you got to break down your opponent.
Yeah, and that's the approach that Tito has. It's like he's kind of calm and he's cool because he knows that these body shots are going to do damage later in the fight. Nice body shot.
And Santibañes puts together combinations. Somebody's bleeding. Uppercut from Santibañes. Uppercut from Tito.
Uppercut by Tito.
Body shot from Tito.
Santibañes is busted up by that shot.
The blood is on the body of Tito, but the coming out of the nose of Santibañes. And he moved it back.
And you could tell that Santibañes is feeling Tito's power.
Yes, he is.
Because he's not so elusive. He's tightening up on his defense.
Santibañes, as I said in the beginning, ball of energy bouncing around Gabe. Not in this round.
No, he's not. He's tightening up because he knows he has to brace for the shots.
Like that one. More body work from Tito. Uppercut from Tito.
And that shot buckled Santibañes. And look, Santibañes is throwing combinations, but there's nothing on those shots.
He's off the steam, and it's all Tito Sanchez here in the second round.
That's a vicious body shot.
More. Uppercut, right hand. Heck of a round for Tito Sanchez. And Santibañes sends a couple back his own. Right here.
Big overhand left.
And they stare at each other.
Quiero que tire y no te quedes adentro. Saca un paso para atrás. Nomás es todo lo que tienes que hacer. No tienes que brincarte, ¿ok? No le echan agua, no le echan agua. ¿La cabeza? Chao. La toalla, chao, déjame. Nomás sácale un pasito.
Man, right there, Tito's just ripping that right uppercut. And Santibañes, he's throwing combinations, but there's really nothing on those shots. Tito's just staying calm and poised and letting go to the body right there. And that was some good head movement right there by Tito.
Sí, pero inteligente.
Let's go.
Manos arriba y cabeceando completo. Go.
Working on the nose of Tito Sanchez. Joe Diaz be smart, intelligent. Santibañes' corner told him, do not engage, take a step back. What do they mean by taking a step back?
I think they want distance. They don't want this inside fight. They're saying take a step back, like get back on your boxing, on your orthodox moves. Right here, Santibañes doesn't need to be this close to Tito. He's in range of the body shots and power shots.
What are they saying in the corner of Tito Sanchez, Brandy Flores?
Well, they're telling him to keep attacking the body. That's where they're hurting Santibañes really badly. And to just keep his head moving back and forth and to not get caught because Santibañes, as you can see, can counter.
The body work's gonna be huge tonight.
Yeah, and you know, the body shots that Tito's landing on Santibañes has slowed Santibañes down. He's not moving as much as we're used to seeing him move. Those shots paralyze you to keep you stuck.
And the copy box stats show that. But the Sanchez blows snot out right now in the middle of the round. His nose bothering him?
No, I think he just took a short breather and he's going right back to work. Now he's fighting off the orthodox stance.
Now it's Santibañes going to the body and going upstairs.
Nice double hook to the body, and he rips right back to the liver. And Santibañes are feeling these shots, man. It's slowing them down. You can see it.
They weigh 124 pounds, and Tito Sanchez digging upstairs.
And you know, Santibañes is playing into Tito's game. It's like, you know, he's playing the tough guy thing where it's like, you're not going to back me down. So he's standing right there with him. But he needs to box. It's not smart. He needs to box. He needs to use angles and throw shots off the angles. He's able to do that, and that's what he needs to do.
But we know Santibañes is tough.
Santibañes is playing the tough man game right now.
Not doing what his corner said, was just take a step back.
He's not. He's not. And you know, those shots, you know, Santibañes is the older fighter. Those body shots are going to slow your legs down. Maybe he's not able to move. Good overhand.
Oh, Santibañes.
That was a good shot by Santibañes.
Tito comes back.
You know, you can see that Tito is heavy-handed.
Good scrap. Our main event. Oh, the boy, Fight Night. Close out the year strong. Oh, uppercut from Tito again.
Ahí parado, enfrente, te está quedando muy parado enfrente ahí con él, ¿ok?
¿Se está cansando?
Sí.
¿Se la cansa? ¿Se está cansando?
Tienes que tirar golpes, tienes que tirar golpes, haciéndola bien. No te quedes adentro, sácale un paso ahí, ¿ok? También.
Tienes que soltar más golpes, Walter. Y al cuerpo también. Vete arriba y vete al cuerpo, se te olvidó el cuerpo.
Ok. Which one? ¿La derecha?
Virgil Ortiz Jr. set to return to the ring for the first time in 2 years when he takes on Frederick Lawson in Las Vegas. New chapter in the career of Virgil makes his debut junior middleweight on January 6th. Swelling on the left eye of Tito Mercado. And Gabe, did he say he hurt his hand?
They were saying something in the corner about like what's going on, la derecha, the right hand. So I don't know if his right hand's bothering Tito.
Yeah, we'll send Brandy Flores over to find out what Tito Sanchez corner and ask him, because he pointed at that right hand and Coach Joel said, te duele.
Yeah.
Did it hurt? But he goes orthodox. Now back to southpaw. But Santibañes is getting some shots in too.
He is. But you know, these body shots are taking the steam off his shots. He's letting his hands go, but there's nothing on it. That was a good shot right there.
Let's find out what Coach Joel Diaz has to say. He's with Brandy Flores right now.
Joel, you were saying something in the corner about his right hand. What's going on with Tito's right hand?
He just said he feels a little, the tape is a little tight.
And how do you think he's doing so far? What's he need to do to get past a tough opponent?
Well, he needs to wear him down a little more and just break him down slowly, because he has a lot of energy. Tito's just taking his time right now. He's been a little bothered by I guess the wrap is a little tight, but I told him ignore it. Use your hand, no problem. But he's good. I mean, he's landing the best shots. He's dominating, he's pressuring, he's fine.
Thank you, Joel.
No problem.
All right, so a tight wrap, that's what he's complaining about. On the right hand. What does that feel like?
You know, me personally, I never liked the wraps being too tight.
Okay. And Coach did say, gotta break him down. You're seeing that here. Body shot. Moves back, watch him.
Nice combination by Tito. Oh, and he hurt Santibañes with that right hook to the chin. He hurt him.
Sanchez.
Santibañes is hurt.
Yes, he is. And he's slowed down a lot. Tito Sanchez looking good in the main event. Now I see what Miguel Cotto saw when he signed him. This is a top dude.
Great right uppercut that Tito sets up. Nice head movement.
Yep, slipping. That's old rope work, right? Back and forth.
So you want to see that he's offensively, he's letting all kind of shots go, but then he's being responsible defensively.
Tito keeping his hands down too, not respecting any power from Santibañes. Another strong round. Tito Sanchez, Walter Santibañes going at it in Indio, California to close out the year. Let's go.
Big shot.
Now we see some emotion from Tito.
Ignore the fucking pain. Whatever it is, fucking ignore it. You're winning this fucking fight.
Yes, you're winning it, papa.
Okay?
Let's go.
You're shining, papa. You're shining, mijo.
Bien tapadito,
okay, respira. Dame el suelo,
Give me the inswell.
Ya
Ya, mijo.
You got
Él
past
ya
the
se
worst.
confió. Lo está lastimado, mijo. Lo lastimas. Every time you fucking do that, you hurt him.
Nomás que las manos arriba, quiere estar emboladito.
Right here, Santibañes is throwing great combinations, but then Tito starts moving his head and digs to the body. And the thing with Tito is he's digging to the body, but he's finishing up top with hard shots. Good body shot. That shot right there stumbled Santibañes. Good combinations by Tito.
Right now, tell somebody that this fight is on. Let them know right now this is a fun fight between Tito Sanchez and Walter Santibanes. Make sure you share the Golden Boy social media links and let people know that. Forget the football game, that game sucked. Right now, this is a heck of a fight right now.
You know, in Tito's corner, tell him, don't pay no mind to the hand or the wrap, the tight wrap. Just keep doing what you're doing, you're winning the fight.
Joel Diaz cursing up a storm, apologize for that. But he's fired up because he's got to get into that mind motivation and forget the pain, right, Gabe?
Exactly. You know, you feed off of your corner.
Yep.
So you want your corner to give you the right advice. And Joel Diaz gave him good, solid advice. Told him, keep doing what you're doing, you're winning the fight.
And now Santibañes is moving away from Tito. He's no longer in the middle of the ring. Look at Tito. That's a confident young man right now.
Yeah, you know, Santibañes, he's stubborn. He's gonna keep trying, but it's only a matter of time.
First round, Santibañes was the Energizer Bunny. The last couple, he's out of batteries.
Nice hard shot.
In the fourth round, Sanchez threw almost 150 punches. Wow. And at the end of that round, he stared at Santibañes, showed some emotion. Tito's main sparring partner is Mirjan Akhmadaliev, the former 122-pound champion who's fighting Saturday night. That's who he goes up with every single day.
And you know, Tito's giving him a different look now. He's giving him, this is pressure boxing. He's applying pressure, but he's being slick and he's countering. That's a great shot.
Tito's in that zone right now, isn't he?
Yeah, because, you know, Tito drops down as he's going to throw the right hook to the body, but switches it up and comes right up the middle with an uppercut. So it's hard for Santibañes to time it. Good body shot.
Switching stances in the middle, throwing punches.
Slipping and rolling, doubling up the left hook to the body.
Santibañes takes a big, deep breath. Tito just staring right at him.
And I think the best thing that Santibañes could do is throw the jab. Try to knock Tito's rhythm off with a jab. Double it up, triple the jab. See, these shots are not going to land on Tito. Tito sees it right now, he's in his zone.
And a smile from Tito. January 27th, Jaime Munguia from Tijuana takes on John Ryder in Phoenix, Arizona, in what should be an action-packed firefight. All Tito in that round, Gabe.
Yeah, great shot to the liver right there. Slipping, rolling, making Santibañes miss, doubling up the shots to the body, coming up top, throwing punches from different angles. And look at that, he went from orthodox to southpaw, rolling the shots in the middle of switching stance. Good stuff by Tito.
Santibañes jumped up off the stool. He's a tough dude. He is a tough dude. In June, he was able to break down Manny Flores. Tonight, it's Tito Sanchez starting to break down Santibañes. He's still tough.
The body shots by Tito have changed Santibañes' game. He's not fighting elusive, he's tight.
We haven't seen many combinations from Santibañes in a while.
No, he's tight because he's trying to protect his body. It's like he's throwing shots, but he's making sure he's bringing those elbows right back to his ribs.
Nice and tight.
Yeah, nice and tight. So it's not allowing him to be elusive offensively. See how he throws that? See how he throws those shots, but he's kind of tight.
Yeah, he's not laying his hands.
Yeah, he's not committing to the punches. Tito's doing damage right there.
Corner of Santibañes is a solid one. What are they saying, Brandy?
Well, the second Santibañes came and sat down in his corner before this round started, he gave Tito his credit. He said he fights hard and it's not going to be easy. His corner telling him to attack the body. They've got to find some way to slow down Tito.
Santibañes knows he's tough. Knows he's in tough. Right hand from Tito. The punch is thrown through 5 rounds. It is Tito Sanchez making the guys at Copy Box work tonight.
See, Tito's letting his hands go great. And the best thing that Santibañes could do is throw a body shot in between Tito's combinations. You want to slow Tito down, so you want to go to the body. Right here, Santibañes should be jabbing.
He's covering up instead.
Exactly, he's covering up. And you want to hurt Tito to the body as he's throwing. And you know, Santibañes is tough. He's taking some big shots.
Yeah, Tito not sitting down on his punches anymore. That right hand has to be bothering him. Maybe not.
Nice flush shot.
They'll just load up on one. Hook from
it's a big hook.
Santibañes' face is wearing it.
Nice left hook to the body by Tito. And you know, Tito, those combinations well from both stance, southpaw and orthodox.
Yeah, he's nice. He's fun to watch.
Dale agua, dame el info. Ok, Tito, that's it, mijo. Hey, ya vamos nos faltan 3 rounds nomás.
3 rounds.
Hey, let's ignore everything around you, mijo. You're dominating this shit.
Estás ganando todos los rounds,
Okay. Mijo, hey, el dolor más cabrón fueron las últimas semanas.
Okay.
Esto más te va a durar ahorita, papá.
Y déjalo, sí, como dice el coach.
El pinche dolor de una semana, eso fue pinche dolor. Ahorita no hay dolor, cabrón, hay que ganar.
There's no pain right now. The biggest pain you had was a few weeks ago.
Man, Tito dug a big overhand right there. And he's digging to the body. Santibañes just taking some great shots. And from when you hear in the corner from Joel is, Tito's dominating and he's letting him know you're dominating and you're winning the fight. But Joel wants a knockout.
Yep. So, Sanchez, a couple weeks ago, Joel was talking about how the hardest thing you went through was a couple weeks ago. He got bit by a spider nasty on his chest. So it's right next to his left nipple. You'll see the remnants. It was a severe, bad spider bite that affected his training, so he wasn't able to spar the last couple of weeks because the spider bite was so big and sensitive that he couldn't get hit.
Yeah, he said it actually swelled up.
It swelled up, and that caused him to get sick. So he had a nasty spider bite, got sick, and he was just, there was even talks of maybe, hey, we're not going to have it, but the opportunity to be the main event couldn't pass that up. So that's what he was talking about the bad stuff he went through.
And right there in between, Santibañes lands a big shot.
Yeah, which is what you've been saying. That's where you want to throw it.
But as you said, Berto, that's some adversity to deal with in camp.
Yep.
To deal with that, where you can't spar, and you're dealing with this bite that swelled up on him. That hurt him actually trying to make weight as well.
Yep. And that's where, when you get into the fight, that's the easy part, right? It's the suffering that you fighters put yourselves through for 6, 8 weeks, whatever it may be. But that's the stuff that people don't see or understand.
Exactly.
Yeah, respect to anybody who gets into the ring.
And, you know, and to go through that in camp and put on this kind of performance, that says a lot about the kind of fighter that Sanchez is.
Against a very, very tough Walter Santibanes.
Oh, man.
Tito. Santibañes counters.
Stubborn. He's just stubborn, man. He takes big, big shots. Tito's hitting him with everything. Body shots, left, right, coming up top with a hook.
Less than a minute to go in the 7th round. Santibañes is tough, man.
Those body shots are moving Santibañes.
He's trying to keep the elbows tight.
But he's hurt. He's hurt bad, and Tito just has to stick to it.
And then Santibañes counters like that. That's why he's still dangerous. But that takes a lot of effort, too, to throw those punches.
Oh, absolutely. You know, Santibañes is a warrior. He's a warrior. He's a tough fighter, and he's game.
You said it. Johnny Tapia, man.
Yep. And he's still trying, man. He's still trying. He's trying to get a big shot in. And you know, the ability to take this abuse, the body shots, the headshots that Santibañes has taken, just shows his determination.
And he lands a couple at the end of the round as Walter Santibañes. Santibañes feeling confident as he goes back to his corner.
Cierra con 2 golpes. 8, 9, 10. Cierra con 2
golpes.
Cierra con 2 golpes.
Este es el 8, round 8. Okay.
Cierra con estos 2 rounds, hijo.
Okay.
Necesitas darle más duro.
Close these rounds, you need them. Okay. You need to give more.
Aquí y aquí. Porque te estaba pidiendo marrón. Porque te estaba pidiendo marrón.
Abajo la derecha. Abajo la derecha. Jalón y parrope para arriba.
And Santibañes throwing some combinations right there. Good combinations.
Yeah, that was a good round for him.
But Tito, yeah, it was a good round, but Tito right there just digging to the body. Short right uppercuts.
Eighth round of action. Our main event, Golden Boy Fight Night. Walter Santibañes has some fans here cheering him on, making noise for him. And the Tito crowd gets louder.
Man, it's impressive how Santibañes has taken so many body shots.
Man.
And now he's the guy back in Tito.
Yeah. Santibañes, he said, I can't mess up for my kids. Gabriel, Amani, and Lil Panchito. Yete from Tito Sanchez's corner, Brandy Flores, what are they saying?
Yeah, in the middle of that round, they were just kind of getting Tito back and calm and centered. It was more of them telling him, hey, time to refocus. And they said to give it all you have. These last 2 rounds in this fight is his.
You know, something interesting that you see right here is almost like Santibañes called a second win.
Yeah.
Tito seems to be a little more fatigued, and he's kind of like trying to take a break.
Well, what does Santibañes say? He goes, marathon running is easy for me. I run before I spawn. I'm not going to tire out. And if the power punches through 7 on the side of Tito Sanchez, but the conditioning isn't anything that Santibañes is worried about. I mean, he's running in the desert heat of Phoenix, or, you know, he's fine. And he's got a huge heart, big heart. He also spars against guys that are 35 and 40.
Yeah, he spars bigger guys. And his trainer tells him, please don't run, we got sparring today. And he sneaks off and he goes for his runs.
Yeah, he's got Jorge Marron on his side. San Diego County, where he's at. Tito just keeps the hands on, huh? Doesn't care if Santibañes is landing.
Oh, Santibañes lands that one right there. But you know, Tito, he keeps his hands down, but he moves the head. So he avoids a lot of the shots. Sometimes when your hands are up, you rely on your hands blocking the shots, but a shot can get in between. You know, it can get in between and catch you. When your hands are down, you have to move your head.
Good stuff, Gabriel Zotto, breaking it down like only he can. Oh. We got a good one here, our main event, Golden Boy Fight Night. And there should be a good one on Saturday. A big one in Arizona. Sonny Edwards takes on Bam Rodriguez. Blockbuster unification in the flyweight division, live on Dazn.
Adam, ábrele aquí.
Joel Diaz working that in swell.
Tito, talk to me. ¿Cómo te sientes? ¿Cansadito?
Are you tired?
Okay. Here. Okay. Quiero que te conserves para que cierres fuerte. En el último round, si quieres pararlo, paras, güey. Olvídate lo que te duele, no te duele nada. Quiero que cierres fuerte, como puto guerrero que eres, güey. ¿Ok? Eres un pinche guerrero.
Conserve yourself, and you can stop him in the final round.
Agarra aire, let's go.
Forget about what the pain is, and fight like the warrior that you are. And Santibañes comes out aggressive. 9th round. Interesting from Joel saying, hey, conserve yourself in this round.
Yeah, he wants him to finish strong. He says he can knock him out in the last round. Because he senses that Tito's kind of fatigued and he's getting tired.
This is an opportunity for Santibañes to get in there. And he does. He does, Santibañes.
Yes, Santibañes. Yep. And he's tapping that eye away. You know, Tito's eye is slow, and he keeps tapping that eye.
Right
there,
from
taps it up. And you know, Tito is the one engaging on the holds right now. He needs time to breathe. He's tired.
Santibañes, that is the toughest dude you're gonna run into right there. He said, I don't care if I'm A, B, C, D side, I don't care what I'm. He goes, just let me fight, because that's where I feel happy. Halfway through the 9th round.
Tito's digging right back to the body right there, doubling up. But you know, there's no pop in Tito's punches right now.
Yeah. The arm punches, huh?
Yeah, his arm punches. The activity and the movement and the awkwardness that Santibañes is applying right now seems like it's doing is affecting Tito.
Warriors, put on a show for us. That's swelling on the left eye of Tito Sanchez. Santibañes might be closing that eye soon. Santibañes is tired too.
Yep, Santibañes got tired too.
Get some vicious punches tonight.
Good shots right there. Both guys trading.
This is a fun fight, man.
Ooh, that shot right there buckled Santibañes. That shot buckled him. Oh.
And Santibañes
comes right back.
Man, this guy's a warrior.
He gets buckles and comes right back.
He doesn't care. He's gonna go on his shield.
But you know, Tito got him hurt. Double back up. Double right back up.
What a round.
Oh, big shot by Santibañes.
We got one more to go. Tell somebody the main event is coming up. Tell them the 10th round is here. It's Santibañes.
Respira. Échamelo aquí. Ponle aquí. Échale agua ahí arriba. Es el último round. Ahí está el agua arriba. Es el último, cabrón.
Es el último.
Ya trae el ojo cerrado. Ya está todo lastimado.
He's got the eye closed. He's hurt.
Okay.
Tú todavía tienes.
You still have some. You got some.
Órale, cabrón. Gánese, cabrón. Ya. Último round.
Last round.
Tienes que tirar todo.
Give me everything.
Todo tienes que aventar, ¿ok?
Throw everything.
No hay mañana, cabrón. Es el último round.
There is no tomorrow.
Órale, poquita.
Ok, mijo, aquí lo hubieras temblado, pero ya va guango. ¿No viste cómo se golpea la esquina?
What a ninth round.
Man, both guys just trading right there. And you know, Santibañes, he was hurt, and he came right back.
The last round.
One more time. This is the final round.
Santibañes says something to Tito. Tito smiled, said a couple cuss words in Spanish, but out of respect in a funny way, and they're just gonna go at it.
You know, it's crazy because the way the fight started, it looked like Tito was on his way to get a knockout because the body shots were doing so much damage, and then Santibañes comes back and gets a second win and turns the tide, where Tito gets kind of fatigued and Santibañes gets active.
Santibañes in the red and the 49er colored trunks. Tito Sanchez in the blue and white. The first time they actually clinch. Santibañes, he says, I love this. Look at the smile on his face. And he's taking some punishment. He reminds me of a Gabriel Rosado. You guys are built different, man. You think different.
He's gained, man. He's gained. Oh, that was a big overhand by Tito.
Tito Sanchez. His coach told him you can finish him in the last round. Can he?
You know, right now it's about sitting on the right shots. Don't just let your hands go. Set up the right shots, and that's what Tito's doing right now. He's
going
to
to
the body. He comes right back with an uppercut. It's who picks the smart shots right now is going to get the best out of the round.
Man. Halfway through the 10th and final round. Digging still is Tito Sanchez in blue.
Oh, big shot by Santibañes. Oh, and Tito comes back with a big straight left.
Warriors.
Wobbling. Santibañes rocked Tito right there.
Wobbling there as a minute to go in the fight. Who will close it out?
1 minute left.
These dudes are gassed. Respect to them.
Nice body shot.
The crowd willing on Tito Sanchez. Attacking still is Tito.
Tito's trying, man, but there's no snapping, no shots right now. It's a grueling fight.
Grueling is a great way to describe it, Gabe. Golden Boy Fight Night, all about showcasing the next generation of talent. Tonight, Tito Sanchez is shown. I'm here. Look at me. And Walter Santibanes is a tough warrior. These two go back and forth from the opening bell. They went at it 10 seconds to go. We'll be quiet.
What a fight.
That's how you close out the year. Respect to Tito Sanchez. Walter Santibanes, thanks for putting on a great show tonight. Both trainers and fighters in the middle hugging. That's what it's all about. Woof. Replay from that last round, Gabe. Great job by our replay crew.
Both of these guys are celebrating.
Yeah.
It's like they have fun.
As Paco presents, if Paco brings a fighter, you know it's a tough dude. Tito Sanchez.
It was a great fight. In my eyes, Tito dominated most of the action. But Santibañes, man, he made it a great fight because he came back. He got hurt a couple times. Was taking some big shots. Landed some big shots. Right here, the combinations, both guys standing toe to toe. This is what you want to see.
Yeah. This is a fight. That's how it started. That's how it ended. And just until right now, they were still hugging and talking to each other. Tito Sanchez in his toughest fight of his career. I like this kid. We didn't know much about him. We were just wondering, why did Cotto sign a kid from Coachella? There's some huge heart of that kid right there.
And you know, Tito, facing the adversity he faced, getting that spider bite that caused him swollen when he wasn't able to spar, hurt him with the weight. For him to come back and put on this kind of performance just says a lot about Tito.
And respect to Walter Santibanes, that man right there, if you see him on a fight card, go watch him. He always brings it. Look, hug it again, they're still hugging. You love to see that. Joe Martinez, the last fight of 2023 for Golden Boy. Let's hear it.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, after 10 exciting rounds of boxing, we go to the scorecards. One more time, fight fans, for the relentless war between the ropes. Put your hands together for these two professional boxers. And here are the scoring totals. Both Pat Russell and Fernando Villarreal score at 99-91. Zach Young has it 98-92. All for your winner by unanimous decision. And still undefeated from Cathedral City, Tito Sanchez.
The hug from the grandfather introducing the boxing. Respect against between the two. Tito Sanchez now 12-0. It wasn't easy, Gabe. It was not easy. As Sanchez's people are showering him here in the corner.
It's a well-earned win. You know, he dug deep. And he was dealing with a hand problem. We don't know if it was that the wrap was tight or if he actually hurt his hand.
And look at that swelling on that left eye. But also, Gabe, it was about the 4th or 5th round when Joel Diaz and his grandfather also, they started giving him advice, but also the motivation of like, hey, you're tough. Hey, you got to dig deep. Like, it was more, not just about the fight, but this young man had to dig somewhere he's never been.
Exactly. And he responded positively to his corner. You know, his corner gave him the right advice, and he responded.
Let's look at the highlights from this fight. It's 10 rounds with the distance.
Man, big combinations right there.
And that's how it was from the get-go. From the get-go, that's how it was.
And it's so impressive how Santibañes was able to take these body shots. These were grueling body shots, and he took them. Right there, he even raised his leg as he got hit in the gut with that shot.
There was a fight where Ray Corona, we didn't need him, because these dudes were just going back and forth. Like, they were in a battle, and they did that the entire fight.
Still undefeated from Cathedral City, Tito.
So Tito Sanchez, big crowd waiting for him. He's happy because there's no post-fight interview. He did not want to do it. He's like, just don't let me win, and that's it. And move on. Big emotion for him. I like this young man. I like his style. At 122 pounds, he's going to progress. And now that he's been in these kind of fights, that makes it even better for him because he's progressed. And Gabe, when you're a fighter and you know that you're going to throw over 1,000 punches tonight, you're going to land some shots, but when you're taken to this level, what's that teach you about yourself?
Oh, he learned a lot in this fight because Santibañes is a veteran. This guy's going to bring all sorts of styles to you. He was switching orthodox, southpaw. So this is a big, big learning lesson for Sanchez moving forward.
Yeah, the power shots landed, of course, everything on the side of Tito Sanchez, but just the work rate, the effectiveness of how much he was doing tonight. That was huge for him.
Absolutely.
All right, we had 5 fights for you. They were all fun. Sanchez, winner. Eric Priest, the KO. Chavez, the KO. Ruvalcaba and Figueroa also victorious tonight. Golden Boy Fight Night in Indio, California.
History is to be written in the women's game tonight.
What a big one this could turn out to be.
Oh, wow!
Forrest scores! Brilliantly equalized it.
I didn't imagine anything like it. The prize is
of December, Arizona, we go to work.
Jesse Rodriguez against Sonny Edwards is just a fantastic fight.
You now have one piece of 112-pound crown. What do you want to do next?
Sonny Edwards, that's the only option.
I want to see an undisputed champion in the flyweight division.
Sign the contract.
Bam Rodriguez is probably the biggest puncher in the division.
That's the reason he signed with Matchroom and with Dazn.
I think this is generally as elite can get.
The big unification to come against Jesse Rodriguez.
He's going to have to be switched on for every single second of every single round.
Bam Rodriguez, where are you?
Bam Rodriguez putting on the performance of a lifetime. Oh, lovely long left hook. All in. Sink or swim.
This one of the best fights of the year, pound for pound.
Live on Dazn pay-per-view, December 23rd. Day of reckoning. The sun is rising as the biggest names in boxing, Joshua versus Wilder,
Right hand.
and Wilder versus Parker, headline a history-making boxing card.
Down he goes.
Witness the furnace of fight night. Reckoning is in the ring. Live on Dazn pay-per-view, December 23rd. Buy now at dazn.com.
The stage is set and we are here.
Oh, this is exciting.
Look at these two together and still.
On the biggest stage of all.
It's a great run. Great chance for Figueroa.
What a finish.
Talk about world-class striking.
Somebody has to win.
I created this monster.
This is a big step up for you.
The resume has been sensational.
This is what we wanted, and they're delivering.
The world is watching.
Are you?
Moments of magic.
Anti-Leon, she tries it. Oh my words! Live on Dazn. That way!
The biggest clubs in Europe.
Increíble de.
Nail-biting. Jaw-dropping. Football.
Barcelona have done it.
UEFA Women's Champions League.
Are you watching?
Stream all matches only on Dazn.
This kid they think is going to be sensational.
The real deal.
The natural born puncher.
A young star.
But legitimate contender. Ortiz knockout express. Too big, too strong, too good. Picks up another victim. His 19th knockout and his 19th win.
As 2023 winds down, Dazn is finishing the year on a high note. Ryan Garcia, Devin Haney already have wins in December. Now let's check out the rest of the month.
Fight fans, this winter your December is on Dazn. December 9th saw an unreal battle in the Bay Area, but the fights never stop on Dazn. Unleash an unrivaled December with unstoppable global superstars, undefeated championship showdowns, and unbelievable heavyweight lineups. The unrivaled schedule, only on Dazn. Don't miss it.
Tonight's fighter of the night, of course, in the main event, Tito Sanchez gave Rosado put on a show. The young man who we were wondering, why would Miguel Cotto sign a kid that nobody really knows much about? Tonight, he opened up a lot of eyes, and he's going to make people know the name.
Absolutely, man. He was fun to watch. Power puncher. Santibañes, man, props to him.
Yes.
He was so game. Great fight.
Now with tonight's fighter of the night goes to Tito Sanchez, headlining for the first time in his hometown. This is a place where he fought as an amateur. Now he gets to be the main event on Dazn on the Golden Boy card. He loves that. It was tough because Santibañes went back and forth with him. That is a tough dude. Stays undefeated. Tito Sanchez. Yeah, Tito Sanchez gets his hand raised back here ringside. Beto Duran alongside Gabe Rosado as we close it out. Gabe, Golden Boy Fight Night, we said in the beginning, is all about giving young fighters an opportunity to showcase their talent, to give them exposure. And we did that this year in 2023,
Absolutely.
man.
These guys had a great night of boxing.
Yeah, and then you saw tonight, Tito, where he's been fighting in Panama, fighting in Puerto Rico, but you become the main event on a Thursday night. And it's like, whoa, wait a minute, I want to see more of this. It's about creating opportunities for yourself and taking advantage of it, too.
Absolutely. He took full advantage of it and pulled off a great win.
Yeah, he definitely did that. So before we close out, I want to say thank you to everybody behind the scenes, our producer Joe Gonzalez, director Jeff, everybody that worked in the truck, our camera operators, the crew, the staff, the PAs, the grips, the audio guy. Everybody has been fantastic all season long. Can't say thank you enough to everybody that makes us look and sound good. Without anybody behind the scenes, this is impossible. For Oscar De Loya and, of course, Eric Elvis, president of Golden Boy, thank you so much for coming up with the idea for Golden Boy Fight Night. Give the young fighters an opportunity to shine. And that's it. That's a wrap. A great year of boxing on Golden Boy Fight Night. For Gabe Rosado, Randy Flores, and the rest of our crew and our Golden Boy staff, I'm Beto Duran saying good night. Feliz Navidad. Happy holidays from Indio, California.